Okie dokie, right, I'm just setting up a YouTube chat there in case it pops off. Hello, Flopson. Hey, Ratch. Hey, Goosefish. Hey, Keke. Hey, Genion. Hey, Exarchion. Hey, Kildrip. Right. Might be a quicker one today. Might be a quick one today. Also, just gotta bring it up. I saw Buster's tweet 5 minutes ago. I'm dying to play this meta. He's only 3 months late, guys. Only 3 months late. And he's already then calling for nerfs. 3 months late and then asking for nerfs. Come on. Come on, Boaster. Let's play the patch first and then we can complain. I do agree with this though. I've been saying this for a long time, is that I do think unleashing Boaster's ability to play fast is probably a very good idea. But yeah, I find that a bit funny. Hello YouTube chat. Hello BRC. Hello Kimmy Vo. Boaster raise, let's go. Yeah, Boaster raise. Okay, should we start with Haven and then get the 13-1 out of the way? Rather than starting this on the worst tone possible, let's start with Haven. The fuck is my... Oh, my headset wasn't on. Oh my god, I'm listening to myself. Oh god. Hello, Black Mamba. Hey, Cutting Group. Right. You guys like it a little bit louder.
Decision in the mid round, whether a player down, players did a good, it didn't matter. They were just lacking ideas. Very concerned for the defensive half here, but I guess on the side of T1, if they don't feed into that, don't allow EDG to...
Mostly going to be focused on T1, I think. I think that's probably better, even though Billy clip farmers are out for me.
Snowball.
But I do feel justified.
Alongside
I want to quit already.
CB and Kanka.
Oh no, I don't. I don't think this Viper Orb's that good, but I thought he was putting it on the door. Okay, this is fine. I don't think it's great. It's fine.
Maybe there's still hope.
There is a big difference in players at this caliber. When met with a brutal beginning, you can pick yourself back up. There, G2 has done just that. That's Meteor gone.
Picking up where he left off, G2.
Nice from Kankan. He's got full aim main control. We've got a pick here. We need to stop now. Just relax for a second and then figure it out.
Really
and instead, we're going to go for the push and pull on A and B.
Up on that first map, and there wasn't many.
True, Munchkin trying to be reserved with utility, but the investment there to try and stall out any sort of springboard instantaneously towards B. And in the meantime, T1 re-clearing towards Garage. And I
foot
catch body here on Chi-Chu. Let's see. No, Chi-Chu still standing.
Why is Chi-Chu solo in Garage?
Potentially towards Garage, and I think they might catch a body here on Chi-Chu.
Kind of lucky.
No, Chi-Chu still standing. Okay,
just solo Garage gets swung and should be dead.
Try and do what he can. If it's on his shoulders, so be it. But a 3v2.
It's just random.
Munchkin, dead to right. CB stuck around. And it's all on stacks now. They should have this.
Looks so awkward, man.
So
CB.
But a 3v2. Munchkin,
nice kill.
Right. CB stuck around. And it's all on stacks now.
And like that whole interaction just looks so awkward.
Michael.
The weird there when the response comes from T1. I mean, Chi-Chu does really well to find two more in Garage.
It's just I think the one thing that we're noticing the most in this meta is people in advantageous positions, whether that's positional or player advantages, pushing in extremely questionable ways.
So T1 well equipped to almost catch EDG in
Coach, give me some funny commentary dice I can use in game.
Pistol round.
Yes.
Funny commentary
Well,
lines.
finally get some guns.
So surely they get the second. There is a stack towards.
I'm not very. I don't know.
That's what
I don't know. I'm not very funny.
Oh dear, that's a bulldog. Could be recovered. I think it should be able to be. Nobody's near enough that he could potentially go and grab that. But they're really repositioning. I like.
When
This-
someone's got
they're looking for
six
those small
kills
win
and then
conditions,
someone's got
those
7 deaths, you hit the
moments,
6-7.
and they might find another
That's what
here.
the kids like, isn't it?
Is gonna fall. G2
Not
falls.
like this.
This is positioning. I like this. They're looking for those small win conditions, those small moments, and they might find another here. Nobody is gonna fall. G2
Not
falls.
like this.
Could be CB.
This pistol's become one of like the most common pistol round ideas or eco ideas that I've seen. We just stack 5 people here. I wonder how long this is gonna happen. Also 5A anti-eco is kind of nuts.
Could be position. Find another. What I want, thank God. Fucking, it's a 3v2. Kong Kong and Smoggy's turned around. Thank God for Kong Kong.
Hello, YouTube chat.
God, as Meteor was the one who wasn't with that. This should be
Yeah,
fine.
Kong scope in hand. Yes, 35 HP, but there's no way.
I want an update. I want one of
There's
the
smoke, right?
people who's
Bullets
on
to
Billy
fire.
Billy to update me
There we go.
with
Thank
the
God for Kong Kong, everything's fine.
how the Chinese fans are feeling right now.
A bit naughty with it, right? Play those 4 play stacks, take a really big risk, get really active. Do you know that EDG are going to feel a little bit shaky?
Because
Absolutely, yeah,
the
you
implication was that I was getting
absolutely
clip farmed, and then people were like, "Oh my god, yeah," but
force
He's not going to let this
it was
one
almost
slip
like
out, at least try
I don't
it.
know. It felt like there was some idea that maybe China thought they were okay.
Let's see if there's more in the tank. Right, this is where it gets a little bit sketchy. A big reinvestment here for EDG.
Like I said, it was going to be bad. It turned out to be bad. Like,
Buzz on the hunt. Tuck up here, deep on A long.
I didn't
So
suspect it would have actually gone this bad though. Like I said, I thought that it wouldn't like this should the fundamentals didn't matter as much. I didn't think,
Well, they can still sponge the hit.
but it was
It's a big
bad.
spot, but they've done really nicely at getting some extremity information. I don't know if that Aldrin
They just do B and A pressure. They're just like it's just so boring.
Drone did not
It's like this is an idea that like Gen G were doing right when they were playing this Viper comp. Where you pressure B to get stuff A. It just means half the map is just ignored. Like this it's like almost like a game plan, which would be kind of cool in isolation. But if it comes to your actual strategy,
Oh,
Um,
well,
then it's a bit concerning.
well, Izu, you have been given a gift. That might deny a little bit of it in quick movement. Oh, Izu! That's stunning! And a mistake gets punished.
Like having your whole game plan revolve around the B site is probably not how
Frustration
you
surely
should
for
be
EDG,
playing.
as that could have been a
It's the easiest site to defend and the easiest site to retake in the
lovely
game.
step in the right direction. The 2 heavy hitters thus far, though, still alive. Look at Kong Kong's HP.
Yeah, barely. 11 HP here. Buzz still controlling the space elsewhere. I mean, they would need a miracle to get this.
People are blaming CB, bro. They're like I'll be honest. I hope I get clip farmed. If the region is blaming CB when they look fucking awful, like that's not acceptable. Like CB wasn't good, but Kankan was the only person who was like putting up numbers. They don't look good. I don't understand it.
And again, you look at the crossfires.
This is a team game.
Good as you may be.
30 seconds
I don't
left.
think you get
There
much
was
play
no
into this.
there
You
was
might
no
get
there was no
it's-
team.
It's then getting the spike, getting any further. I mean, it
Hello,
would
Dropper
be
NA.
easier
Thank you for the
if it
sub. I
does.
appreciate it.
And again, the map still feels completely under control. I think they're just trying to live as long as they could. Not going to happen. Munchkin's already taken away Kong Kong. As Chi-Chu's options become 0,
Yeah.
and he is being hunted down. You can already see
If they're just like living in the past or something, I guess it might be living in the past. Like,
Well, he's A by.
oh, we won a trophy in 2024.
Can you hold on to this? It's a prized possession. He's done well there, and I think he
Like,
should be safe for now.
the players
But
on that
EDG,
roster
what is
have
about
to
Alex
be
as well?
really
And again,
good. It's like, well,
mistake with the Aldrone,
that's not
basically.
really how it
They're
works,
looking
is
to
it?
pop with this start because they're confident that close has been.
You mean it's not CB's fault they throw every single anti-eco man
Oh,
advantage?
but it's so close as well.
It's
And
easy
that's
to
the
blame the
coach
duelist who
pointing
isn't
eyes
popping off,
towards
which
C-Link.
is, it's
That's why they pop
CB
off the
deserves
shot
his fair share of
towards backside.
criticism. The problem is that it wasn't like CB was an experienced player who was already on this team. They picked him up. They decided to work with this guy.
Absolute confidence in the
You can't pick up
utility.
a guy and then blame him for being the problem. It's like,
Very small miss.
it's like that's like
disaster
not even,
for
yeah,
EDG.
that's not even how it works either.
Right back in will be shaky.
Yeah, and CB
You think if a player, if you think on the EMEA desk, if an EMEA team picked up a new kid and then he was awful, I'd be flaming the kid. No, I'd be like, well, they made some questionable roster decisions, you know?
play ahead of this with Smoggy. Izu really close.
The mythology, EG, is that Simon left and he was a key piece. I'm sure he was, but not to the point in which they would, like, turn the ship around.
By. I don't think he. Oh! Yeah, and CB
I think if this idea that Simon comes back and the team's suddenly good is not real.
Right back in will be shaky.
He doesn't even suit this meta, does he? Like, how do they play this meta with Simon? Sorry. How would they play this meta with Simon? You're telling me Simon's picking back up his raise? The 39 for 59 FKFD. This guy's kind of like not, his most played agents are not meta. And he wasn't exactly, he was a very good support player, but he was lacking in the frag department.
Yeah, and CB trying to play
He
ahead of
can't
this
save
with
them in this
Smoggy.
meta,
Izu
no.
really close by. I don't think he. Oh, what a turn!
Simon
Izu.
plays
1
Julius
HP, not
also.
gonna be
He
able to
played a
lift any
raise at a mediocre level.
further. But in the meantime, Buzz got
He
G2
was
down,
known
so the
for his
numbers are
supportive
sitting very
util
well.
setting up
T1
the team.
up for the brawl, up for a
That
fight.
was
They
the
bring
core
into
to their
a 2v2.
identity.
EDG at least have some safety in space. They don't know how much so yet. We need to get the spike and reset a bit.
Look at the HP though. T1 can wait this out. CB down at 51. Kang at 7.
At least with
Right back in will be shaky.
yeah, and CB trying to play ahead of this with Smoggy. Izu really close by.
What's that paranoia do? It does nothing, bro.
Oh, what a turn from Izu!
I guess that
Trying to
Neon
play
is
ahead of
running
this
through
with
like a
Smoggy.
maniac.
Izu really close by. I don't think he. Oh, what a turn from Izu! 1 HP, not going to be able to live any further. But in the meantime, Buzz got G2 down, so the numbers are sitting very well with T1. Up for the brawl, up for a. Oh yeah.
CB barrel elsewhere. Chance to open.
Formation start to mount. It's there, and he's actually got the drop on him. 39 has ult, not going to utilize it, and he looks for the fight. Spots him out. This has to be clean, and it's potato.
There with the long. You can see what he sees here. It's the ping on the recon. The adjustment is beautiful. Unfortunately, the numbers just favouring T1 in this situation. Kung with a great catch, but the damage
a hell of a
was done
shot.
early on. It's a really, really tough 1v1 to win.
And that's 2 big rounds. They've gone quite close as well. That's quite hard for EDG G2 to.
Yeah, I mean, fighting back into this map for sure.
Yeah.
Sort of forceful we popped.
At the time, I can't remember who it was on the team. It was, oh, it's Stacks and Buzz. I saw Stacks and Buzz at GCC in Berlin because they were over for boot camp. And like, I went up and gave them a hug, but they had a new player on their team who was like stood by. And it was one of those awkward moments where I gave Stacks and Buzz a hug, and I was like, I went to just shake the other guy's hand because I never met him before. I'd say hello, and then he went for a hug. And then we were kind of just laughing because I obviously just denied him a hug, basically. But I didn't really know this guy. I can't remember which player it was, to be honest. It was kind of funny. And then Tens was also just stood there because Tens was talking to Buzz and Stacks, and Tens just watched the whole situation.
Which will probably send T1 a little further back to a passive hold. Ultimate's coming online here. Both sides. You've got the Hunter's Fury for Stacks and the TP for Izu. To apply a little bit of pressure here towards mid. She's going to be caught there off the drop. Sorry, bad pressure here. Izu.
Gonna still this. It's just like be a
to apply a little bit of pressure
game
here
plan still.
towards mid.
It's why weren't they using the weird Viper Orb? They changed their Viper Orb from here to here. I think you could just see over it, can't you? I need to see the POV of this Viper Orb.
That's lovely. That's a big pick there.
I mean, it's down by the time that they drone.
Let's get info on Munchkin. Don't quite know about Buzz yet. That operator is in play. Yep.
For this kind of game plan, I don't really hate the orb here, but like ultimately, I just like it in post plan, to be honest with you. I just like them being used post plan.
To rattle off a shot, so if they try and scale through Garage with some commitment, it could end in tears.
Minnie, can you coach me? How much money do you have? How much money are you willing for me to take from you? The problem all goes back to Kankong not being able to play Euro with Ulp. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. If Kankong play Euro right now, they'd still be fucked. They wouldn't look. If this is a Euro right now, they ain't like. I don't really like. I don't understand that. Like, obviously, it would be better if Kankong could play Euro. But like,
but Stax wants this. And just
it doesn't like. It's not their comps that are making them play this bad.
So they've got at least 2 bodies here, so do they want to try and hold on site? They do. Trying to play backside here. They're going to go forward. CB could get his gun out in time. Meteor and Stax trying to play backside here. In as well. So they've got at least 2 bodies here, so do they want to try and hold on site? They do.
The hold is nice. Instant recon break. Killjoy Mallow. Like, CB can't really do much here. He's awkward though. Like, he should have gun out by now though.
Forward, CB couldn't get his gun out in time. Meteor and Stax making mincemeat of EDG. They're now stuck towards long. They have to bank on maybe cheating.
They probably got CB to play Euro, which they now don't put him on much. They got a non-Euro player to play Euro. Is that what you're saying? Because that's what I brought up on Plat Chat. Was like, they brought in a guy who doesn't play Euro to come play Euro. He doesn't even play adjacent Yoru characters, really. He's a 9 for 21 FKFD Phoenix player. Like, I don't understand how you can scout that.
Giving them something be already highlighted.
I sympathize with this idea that I don't know how the Chinese scouting works, in the sense that, like, I know in Japan it's very hard to scout players because players in tier 2 are in very, very difficult contracts to work with. Like, it's hard to get players to join, you know, your team because the contracts are pretty locked up. I don't know what it's like in China. Maybe it's like that in China too, and that's why we're seeing this. But if your game plan is to, like, build your team around a Yoru, like, and then you bring in a non-Yoru player who's not good statistically, it's a GNE. Isn't that guy also just not, like, wasn't he also kind of a iffy scouting thing? Like, I'm not gonna go into it, but long story short, I don't think EDG scouting has been very good. And then to blame it on the new players when it should be blamed on scouting and the fact the team looks kind of crap anyway. There's bigger issues.
CB again is just full confidence, and it's just totally lacking on the other end of that. So maybe just reason that it's just one player towards A, but even so, it's a roll of the dice. As soon as you see that.
The litmus test for me is, like, there was a long time where, like, there was like EMEA players playing in China, like Fukashu. Like, Fukashu's a good player, don't get me wrong. But I don't think in EMEA, we kind of got stacked Sentinels here. I wouldn't suspect in EMEA he'd be on, like, a top 3 team in EMEA, you know what I mean? Like, that's always been my litmus test a little bit. It's like seeing the players that I know very well playing in that region and, like, how well they've done in that region.
Pop there. Really an opportunity
Like
to
Vukasha was on my
capitalize.
list. Like he was one of the players that I wanted to work with a long time ago. You know,
Buzz,
I have a lot of
man.
respect for that guy, but like,
Over delivering. Already taken away G2. Frees up those rotations back towards stacking out B with this attention from the utility. CB again, it was frees up those rotations back towards stacking out B with this attention from the utility. CB again, it was a wild attempt. Nobody, great shot, but again, the bodies are here. It's scrappy at the best of times, but they've got themselves again in a 2v2.
it's just the constant B, man. It's just
rotations back towards stacking out B with this attention from the utility. CB again, it was a wild attempt. Nobody, great shot, but again, the bodies are here. It's scrappy at the best of times. They've got themselves again in a 2v2.
they can't B into a Viper wall.
An attempt to cover the spike here, but also a little
Terrible.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so sick from Munchkin. He's seen both.
It's kind of nice by Munchkin. His aim wasn't on, but that's nice.
He knows they're desperate, right?
Yeah. Oh.
Like, how can you blame CB for this terrible game plan? Like, it's just.
Finds the opener, a couple of beautiful shots coming out.
If they had a good game plan and then CB was also then bad, I'd be like, okay, like let's blame Sky. But
so much to play with.
I haven't watched map 1 yet. I'm just watching EDG do the go B constantly shot on Haven.
Well, the operator here for Buzz, for me, is the issue. One play on the other side of this side for EDG is CB trying to posture up a little bit. Trying to clear through short. Sax won't spot anything. And they're looking to challenge B.
Oh look, B again.
Just greets CB.
Yeah, CB hoping that maybe there just wasn't someone actively on that, but they now know there's more bodies behind it. They didn't quite get contact on A-long with that out drone, but they're not really willing to back away. They don't need to. They still have 5 players up and a couple of ults.
I'd much rather watch. I think they would be much better here if they just sent it every round. But the problem is they're playing a comp that doesn't let you send it as much. I don't know what the obsession is with playing the Viper on this map is. You ain't Gen G. Just fucking play double duelist and run at the other team.
Play with. The Meteor now goes walking, finds another body, drops it, Kung Kung on the trade, but the numbers.
I don't understand why Haven is the map where everyone thinks that you need to be cerebral on. It's like a map where you can just run at people. Much like every other map in this map. It's nice re-cleared here from Buzz. How often do we see a C re-clear happen and I highlight it and it looks bad? It just always looks pretty good, doesn't it?
He's felt nothing on the other side of the map. So they can put bodies to this. They'll leave Munchkin just to be safe on B, basically. Maybe.
I think it doesn't help that in this meta people are obsessed with just the pivot between B and A, and so this becomes like free real estate.
A late split, but they can just
20 seconds. It's a nice lyric from Chi-Chu. It's just he's whiffing.
Where do you go? Look who's in spawn. Buzz is waiting, and Izu. You gotta pull the trigger now, buddy. There it is. The crowd's starting to kick up, but with 8 seconds, they've got the wrap on them. They can't even go back down B long, or down middle, should I say. Buzz was waiting. This is systematic from T1. Mike, they are in such good control of this game.
EDG again, just not quick.
I'd be interested to hear what Pansy's opinion is, like, cause I like she's got a good sense for like how good the team's playing or not. Like in this game, if I was color caster, I'd really struggle with like trying to big up T1. I feel like EDG are just doing the same shite every round.
A little bit of split focus along now. EDG will call a timeout.
But I also quite like how adaptable T1 is. These small things are just keeping that map information perfect for T1. It's risky. You're putting EDG of where though a timeout. Not too surprising. EDG need answers. A good start. They found the first 2. But, well, from this point onwards, it's been all T1s. Obviously, the Coinbase win condition here.
What the fuck is the jersey? Why has it got random... Why is there random colors?
But, well, from this point onwards, it's been all T1s. Obviously, the Coinbase win condition here.
Yeah, that's what we've obviously said. The condition once more is...
Yeah, they added scores here, but it's not intuitive at all. Like, if you want to see what the score is, I think it just needs to be here. It should just say, like, it should be a tiny little thing. It just says 5-2, you know?
to see them go towards something.
Weren't people in the scene complaining about last year about heavy Utah meta? Who? Who? Post Teo nerf? Who? Give me the names of the people complaining about post Teo nerf. Who was complaining about the meta champs? Who? Give me the names. Give me the names of people complaining about the champs meta. This meta's fun to watch. I don't disagree, but it was gonna get boring fast. Tens and FNS. Okay, then stop saying people and just say tens and FNS. Casual, I guessed. Casual clip was from fucking 2022, wasn't it? Casual's clip gets undermined completely when you look at the alt nerfs. I like the alt nerfs for this patch. Only Pixel, a guy who's never watched Valorant before. Okay, I mean, someone like that is fine.
They practice something that's well drilled and just execute the game plan.
Yeah.
Because right now their understanding of what's going
But
on.
would Only Pixel say the exact same thing right now watching this patch?
Rely on potentially Kung or CB to find openers that aren't really well invested. T1 are just winning out those engagements. Like I said, they're happy in those sorts of rounds. Especially. I mean,
What do you mean? I saw tens and FNS saying chances are the best meta. Well, there we go. So then, who are these mysterious people complaining about Uto overwhelm?
Consider 10-3 already. He's had a lights out start to Haven.
Oh, he's doing brilliantly. And it's not
I mean, the only thing about coaches tweeting they don't like the meta is the coaches that lost are the ones who said it. The coaches generally that lost are the ones that, you know.
nice to see this for T1 because look, they had a really hard game to start with.
So it's like,
It was closer than people
I wouldn't
thought.
trust
They
coaches
only saw
either.
the scoreline of it in certain extents. I think they played a decent enough game, but at this point, this is elevation.
Only hates Yoru. Oh, I mean, Yoru should be nerfed. If Oni hates Yoru, that's a fair take. Opinion on Purple? I think that he still has yet to reach his skill ceiling. Even Boaster is saying it right now. I wonder why. Like, the problem is, guys. Like, the problem is that like I know that like I don't think we can trust people who lost their games to also give us like a fair opinion, and I don't think you can rely on them. Like, I'm someone who like I feel like I'm fairly unbiased to the point where like I'm kind of in between now. Like, of course I have my allegiances for Zeta, but like I feel like I'm a pretty fair like I'm biased in the sense that I'm always going to prefer a strategic side of Valorant, but at the same time I don't really care as much anymore. Like, it doesn't bother me as much. I do think that it's unfortunate that like the patch changes mean that like ranked is worse. It's like genuinely a concern. It's like basically ranked has become you cannot play anything but two duelists, and it was already kind of veering in that direction anyway. And nowadays it's like you can't even pick like gimmick characters. If you try and pick a gimmick character in any elo above like Ascendant or Plat or Diamond or something, you're probably getting flamed, you know.
For an opportunity. Oh, it's rewarded again. Nobody gone, and that is a quick first blood.
I think that having a brawly meta, like having a brawl meta, is kind of interesting and like fun. What I'm concerned about is that 10 out of 11 teams who made it to this event all play the same comp. And then the only team that doesn't is literally the ex-champions who scraped through as a third seed. So like, that's my problem. I like this idea. I don't like the compositional undiversity.
35 mark.
Any hopes of piecing something together here on a lesser purchase?
There's 12 teams, 11 out of 12. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
That's a big investment.
There's one team at this event. It's like Shrek. Oh, look, we're going B again.
Munchkin gonna go down, but Buzz still holding space. Meteor slips ahead. It takes off EDG's. T1, they are everywhere EDG want to go.
I saw someone lying flaming ELOVD because he played Omen instead of Cloven Ranked. I think that's probably unironically, if you're gonna flame a low elo player for playing any agent, playing Omen instead of Cloven ranked is absolutely flammable, but it's weird because obviously we're kind of VCT build. I think that's completely based. There's no bigger percentage increase or decrease in ranked like win rate than Omen and Clove. Unless that Omen is for some reason a god of Omen, which isn't going to happen in low elo.
If EDG will be coming back in on the buy round. Just so many people.
Harbor is obviously,
Other side of
you
that
know,
beat.
Harbor is the real difference, but like, no one plays Harbor, so.
Set up once more outside window. And I'm begging EDG now.
I think we all are.
It's just, they don't have many tools, so you'd hope they just stack up and try and play these trades, but Buzz again will take Kung Kung out of the round. Again, low hanging.
Look at the other side of the map. Buzz again. Just
Gen.G have ruined people's ability to play this map. Gen.G have ruined people's ability to play this map. Every round we're seeing teams do this the CB shit. And it's like they literally go and B like so much. It's like one unique identity from a team who plays quite well on this map means that everyone copies it thinking it's good, and then suddenly realize that maybe it's not.
Don't mind it.
Maybe it's not.
Don't check this. Okay, thank God for that. EDG at least crossing that one off, but they're not committing.
Like this round should be lost, realistically. The positioning from T1 is too strong, but I feel like they haven't lost.
Back in hand quickly, but they're just being herded. There's still two players on this side of the map, smoking towards sewer.
It's a bad
so
smoke.
Can just watch this. You've got stacks waiting in case they come up towards long, unaffected by the paranoia. Gonna stop. Oh yeah, I mean this is on the back of G2 trying to do Eddie. Doesn't quite lines. Oh, yeah.
Meteor had ult the entire time. This is horrible from T1. Oh, it's not. You got server ult. Okay. I was gonna say I think that like this is horrible. I would just play retake, but they can't because of server ult. I would say though they could actually go for a reclear push. And then play for retake, and then just kill the server ult on the flank, but that might be too much. That might be overthinking. Especially when Chi-Chu has ult. It's close.
Smoggy holds on tight. And it's Chi-Chu to step up and be the hero once more.
Why do people only ever suggest nerfs and not buffs? Because if you want to buff, if it's very simple. If an agent is playing at this level, like let's say that this is like we do a graph where it's like OP versus shit, and like most things are like in the middle. You know what I mean? And then there's like a couple of things are up here. Instead of having to buff every fucking agent to get them up there, it's a lot easier to nerf the ones that are strong. And then these ones down here, who cares? We can buff them to get up to here. You know what I mean? Like, it's much more noticeable when something's strong than something's weak, because no one picks the weak stuff. We can think about the weak stuff later. It's not that deep. Like, why would you want to buff 20 agents to try and make them Yoru or Neon or Waylay?
At a crucial moment. Nice! Buzz just looking to run rings around him. Response found here will keep it within 3. Still hope left for EDG.
Still a buy and play. Couple of ults to maybe lean towards. CB direct.
Doc, I agree with you partly. I think part of the reason for Clove's high win rate is people play the game properly with Clove. I agree with you to some degree. I started playing Clove a little bit recently, and it's helped me a lot. But I think that her kit allows you to think like that. Like, I had ult on Abyss for like 4 rounds in a row because I would just go aggressive and not die. But then it was like, I wouldn't... It's kind of stupid if I did that without Clove ult. So it's like... I do think there's more reasons for there are bigger reasons, I think, for the percentage difference, but that is one of them. Underrated one is the instant smokes. Like the fact that you could smoke insta is underrated. But generally speaking, it's just having smokes when you're dead and shit is pretty big. Having smokes when you're dead is pretty big.
Yeah, much deeper alarm bot as well.
Also, paranoia again isn't that good,
System, allowing them this three-play stack towards
and it requires team play.
Even with that smoke there, EDG aren't walking towards it, so they can keep someone like Buzz present on C. They can keep the pressure.
Okay, they have inserted A, and Chi-Chu is doing his best Munchkin. And we're actually then reclaiming garage. This is old school kind of defaulting, not Gen G defaulting.
Standing up for EDG, but quickly falls down. And now the pivot through garage. Buzz waiting. Does he get what he wants?
That's nice for T1.
Oh god, he is looking. And now the pivot through garage.
How does Meteor get this kill?
Waiting. Does he get what he wants?
They just spam.
Oh god, he is looking lethal on the backside.
Garage 1-4. Well, Fury's still available.
Oh, Kang is walking up.
Hunter's Fury's still available. But the buy's not good. Maybe fight for an orb here, but both extremities here. You can see the ping over towards C-Long there. Absolutely going to challenge it.
Yeah, and a very quick start as well. Buzz is straight down C-Long. They've evacuated A, respecting the ult coming through.
Every round he can do this, but EDG have full sight now, so it should be, they're in a good position. That's crazy. I didn't realize the range here looks crazy.
Give it up now. They got the lockdown.
Oh, it's like okay.
Getting closer now. No luck.
Yeah, that's a good comment from Mike. Why is nobody throwing a Sova ult in onto an A rush in which they have Killjoy ult? Good luck, have fun.
Middle this time, so no worries in that front. CD clearing. But you got to feel as though you're walking into a trap here. Stacks knows it. And there's that lockdown. There's the chip damage on the shock darts. And the owl drone just waiting for their moment. A little bit of a cubby, bit of a corner. It doesn't feel comfortable as Buzz closing in as well.
Oh, he's missed the fucking Viper spit.
Not fully clearing into the corner there.
Buzz is quick. Buzz is really, really quick here. Chi-Chu's heard it. He's got to get his gun out and get ready. Calls it in, and he's got the shot. In the meantime, Izu's taking down CB. T1's on the side and wait.
So fucking stupid.
Too simple. Tour de force here. That's about it for EDG.
Let's play.
Buzz on the hunt once more.
And I like it. I like that he's got that killer instinct. Reward or not, yeah, he does have his. But it just applies further pressure. Oh.
The second layer to that is Izu here with the operator. Chi-Chu again found some space, but
nice.
Can he get any further progress here?
Yeah, it's good space.
Stacks is already cognizant. Yeah.
There's something in his mind that's gone, I don't like that. But I like this A side. They can play retake. They don't need to overstay their welcome. They still got a lot of kit on Izu, a lot of kit on Stacks.
Why are they making so much noise?
T1, an aggressive start. They fall back. They've got man advantage. And they give up the A side. They can play retake. They don't need to.
I think it's because this guy's wanting some distraction so he can peek out, I guess. And they just put the Viper wall up.
This is nice. This is good quality Valorant from them now. Whether we see them landing or not, yet to be seen. But they're making EDG have to play into this. You're not getting freebies now.
Yeah, they have to work so hard to even find it feasible to work with. Plant will come through here, but it's a full 5v3 retake 4T1.
Put down the fucking bubble, bro.
Operator in hand for Izu. Standing ahead. Only Util left actually.
Bro, just
T1.
they're cycling the CT Util like it matters. They need a way better timing than just that. That spin needs to come in on like a perfect timing, not on a layered. They don't have a. You would throw that spit if you had a smoke after, and then you put the orb up and you just layer everything CT. But they don't have layers to work with, so you kind of want that spit to come in when you think they're actually going to go for it, and you like use it in reaction to like say paranoia comes in, then you spit to stop you halt it. You like waste their util. That spit did absolutely nothing.
That is what they're banking on here. Izu sent forward, falls. Now the follow-up can't get it done just yet. Buzz breaking the angle.
But then T1 are trying to brute force through a Viper orb, so.
Leaving CB in a winnable scenario. A quick reposition and understand.
GG, right?
Keep your calm, keep your nerves, and get
there we go.
the damn chance.
Putting up a
For their just side of the server now. No time on how making.
Is Mini on mute? I don't think so.
time and time.
I mean, I hope not.
Things.
Should Neon always jump out heaven on these retake situations? No. I think jumping out heaven if you've got like a good pathing is kind of cool. Like we see people like using this box to like jump off of. It's kind of cool. I don't think it's necessary. You can also do cool like neon moves over the top and shit. I think the main issue there was that they didn't bait out the Viper Orb again. They just went through a Viper Orb like noobs.
We have is what we wait and find out. Look at Munchkin though. Gonna put some pressure on Kong Kong's position down. These are fixable things.
Look at Munchkin, man. 2 seconds into the round, he's already got full long A.
Look at Munchkin though. Gonna put some pressure on Kong Kong's position, but
this is the the BA stuff. Like, if you are gonna do the BA stuff, you gotta be Munchkin, I guess.
Now it is T1 very much eyeing up this B site.
Let's watch how they actually push pull on B and A.
Down towards C long, looking to potentially catch CB, and he does. They've read them very
Contain the C push. The C push that was very strong against this style for T1 is being completely read. Does that make sense? Like, EDG were doing this on their attack, and the answer on defense a lot of the time was to push this. And you see, the team that invented this style, the kind of IGL for that style, has the guy fucking wait and see. It's kind of funny.
Nobody still guarding B side.
And then the way they use B is they don't actually. I think they'll only go B if it's really, really open to go. They'll never force it. I doubt. I mean, I hope they never force it. They're just using it as to bait reactions almost. And they're just running through a Viper Orb again.
Quickly pivot, but actually T1's just going into the blender. That's good. EDG, right place, right time. Hong Kong.
They did bait the reactions. They just fucking walked through a Viper Orb, then took a duel versus fucking chamber.
But I guess they've got freedom on one side of the map, so they can start figuring out where to go.
Orb here, here is kind of crazy. But I think CXX are going to be very, very rare with this team. So to use the Orb here is kind of, I think, a good idea.
How they want to approach this. They're clearing back through middle.
Still plenty of time.
Did you see Tens and Jonah Pierre screaming with Sen? I know that you've added me twice now, or maybe 3 times. I don't care. Like, I don't care. Like, that's kind of cool. That's cool. Yeah, cool. Until they play a game, and I get to watch it, I don't care. I'm very happy for both of them. Both of them, the game is a better place when both of them are playing. But until they actually play some Valorant together and I can watch it, I don't really care.
Towards C here, and stacks down to 20 HP. Meteor has to do the heavy lifting.
Like, I care, but I don't care enough for it to be a reaction in my stream. You know what I mean? Like, what am I supposed to say?
Because I don't think nobody was looking this way. Meteor, the timing goes down. Kong Kong gonna keep this one looking good for EDG.
They're about to guard. It's unfortunate the timing of that kill to come through because he is Kong Kong basically the whole map to play with.
Yeah. Okay. It's round by round.
If there was an opportunity for you to coach in CS, which team would it be? That's a good question. Let's have a look. I don't really know. I don't think there would be a team. Fnatic, probably. Probably Fnatic. Look at them. 34. I think, unironically, the teams that would maybe give me a chance would be Fnatic, 100 Thieves types of teams. I think 100 Thieves would get 100 Thieves would get absolutely shit on though, because they're already like being watched very closely by everyone. If Sean let me in as a coach and then they lost, they they get so much blame.
Yes, maybe outside of Meteor to a smaller extent, but EDG, let's keep 45 alive. Okay, early contact and now burst from T1. G2 has to back away. Yeah.
Oh, they do
we
force
have a
through on
split
ecos.
player here, and it's Bars taking away G2. Good trade from nobody. Meteor's gotten further ahead. They could pause
He's
for
in
a
the
second.
smoke here.
Yeah, they could absolutely pause, and they found a weaker player. Kong tagged up before as T1 re-hit. Nobody has
That's nice
to
by
go above
nobody.
and beyond to try and keep this one in hand. CB's position. Okay, but this gives them a step. It's still. I'm waiting for it.
You say with
Scared, Brett? Oh. Okay, Kong's fine. He's gone out of there. All good. Managed to get nobody posted in towards sewer. And they still have 2-plate positioning on that.
Drone will clear through here. Might just
Hello.
yeah,
Oh.
does catch.
Yes, a
Drone
drone
will
so
clear through
deep.
here.
That's
Might
kind of crazy.
Just yeah, does catch.
Being able to drone
Through
deep
here
there is kind
might-
of. We're not using the drone for anything though. Again, like we're not ready. I when I see a drone being used, like I kind of want to see it being used. If you know what I mean.
Just, yeah, does catch.
Munchkin.
Like if that drone saw nothing, I'd want Kong here ready to walk down to take the line again.
You have been.
Did you see the new Fnatic post like 15 minutes ago? No. God, I can't even type Fnatic. It comes up with. What are you talking about? Did you ever have insomnia and how did you fix it? No, you need to speak to someone
It's a
real.
perfect move from T1 on the back of that information. Issue being no.
It's just you winning in the old crew. Is it Fnatic Valorant? Sorry. Does Fnatic Valorant have their own Twitter or something? Because I don't see it on Fnatic's main thing. You need to post it. I'm not looking for
Posted
something.
up here with a bucky.
Here we go. Nobody. That's one. That's not two.
Makes
but
one
Kong
buy
luckily
because the
still here.
anti-strat work by the coaches? I don't think so.
Paranoia does just whiz past, not going to find what they need. So by all right, still EDG very much in hand. 4 players backside here. T1 banking on two, but
Issue being nobody. Posted up here with a bucky.
here we go. Nobody. That's one. That's not two.
Okay.
but Kong
T1
luckily
are
still
kind of
here.
into these
Paranoia does
XX.
just whiz
They have a drone? Huh?
one. That's
I'm sorry, but why are we not trying to... What are T1 doing?
not two.
What
but
are
Kong
T1
luckily
doing?
Still here. The Paranoia does just whiz past, not going to find what they need. So by all right, still EDG very much in hand. 4 players backside here. T1 banking on Stacks, who's dropping bodies. I'm still waiting.
Okay, I'm gonna pause for a second. I'm getting so tired of every time a team wins heavily, people come to my chat and say, "Did that team just get anti-stratted?" Just presume that the other team just played better. Unless you actually have an idea of like the anti-strat or something, just presume the other team played better. It's so boring to think that like this anti-strat brain rot is like hit our community. Like if you can't explain the anti-strat or haven't been explained the anti-strat or like don't have a reason to ask that question, just presume the other team played better. I think the other team played much better. Team Liquid were rushing every single fucking round of defense and getting owned. Like it's not that deep. Stop. Like anti-strat is the biggest buzzword that gets used in this game, man. You can have like unless there's like if you don't like I said, it might have been anti-strat, but you can't like stop presuming it's anti-strat every single time a team wins heavily. A team can just win heavily because they're better, which is what happens most of the time. This idea that, like, there's this other idea here that's, like, annoying. It's like, a team can one day just 13-3 a team, and then the next day lose. Like, that does just happen. It's not to do with anti-strat. It's not. It's just Valorant. There's a lot of variance in Valorant that happens, you know? It's really nice as a broadcast person or as an analyst to be able to point to ideas and be like, oh yeah, this one happened just because of this anti-strat or something. Like, that's really nice narrative. Most of the time it's not true.
Just pause for a second and find everything they needed.
Today you guys won lock-in. Oh, it's today?
Continuing to deliver. Top of the board now for T1. Hunters
I'm not even saying that anti-strats don't matter. Like, the problem with the way that I speak is that I think then people then misinterpret everything. There is such thing as anti-strats having value. There are such things as games being won by anti-strats. But if you're not yourself in the know about, like, what actually happened in the game to the point where you can't break down whether it was anti-strat or not, then I think it's best you just presume the other team was just better, because that is the case most of the time.
Yeah. Hunter's Fury in hand for him. Again, difficult round for
Bro,
him.
spoilers, I was gonna watch that VOD. Shut up. You're like the guy who's not watched Star Wars saying that, oh my god, what? Darth Vader's his fucking dad?
Issue for the buyback.
No way.
See exactly how it's. I mean, still rifles across the board here, so.
Go, go, go. One, isn't it, really? Opening.
Yeah, this is the one EG really need to springboard themselves into a string of rounds.
Right, giving a real spoiler away. In Breaking Bad was spoiled for me a little bit because I saw a GIF. I saw one GIF on Reddit in about 20... it would have been like 2012 or something. Maybe like 2011. Don't spoil Breaking Bad. I'm not spoiling it. I'm just saying I saw a GIF. I saw one GIF. It was kind of gruesome. I saw a kind of gruesome GIF in like 2011, and it gave it away.
This is the one that kind of makes it feel possible, right? Like,
You haven't watched
still
that
very
show.
much in the game.
It's 2026. It's 2026. It's not even like, in my opinion, like, I'm not gonna get to it, but like,
By any means,
just fucking watch it, you fucking baby.
keeps it well in check.
It is the ding ding ding, yes. It is the ding ding
Spot
ding.
has been left alone for a little while. Nobody has made it over towards the A site. C-Long being checked. I like this. Okay, our drone towards Long. Gonna spot out at least one. In the meantime, they can post up.
But I saw that GIF
TB
before
down,
watching the show,
C-Long
and
free
then
up
I was
on right
like,
for potential rotations.
oh, I see what's happening.
We wanna. That could be a big bait, actually. The recall here.
Oh dear, Kong Kong.
So I think they've noted the trap.
Seems a little unsure of where he wanted to be, but he's going to deal the damage back. CB's going ahead, just on the owl drone. That's lovely. Munchkin not wanting to.
I think that'd be a big.
I like this. Down on C, going to spot out it over towards.
You really need
Really,
springboard.
keeps it well in check.
Doesn't seem very, yeah. The defense doesn't seem that intentional.
For a little while. Nobody has made it over towards the A site. C-Long
I like the
being
C-Long
checked. I like
reclear.
this. Okay, our drone towards Long.
Big fan.
Spot out at least one. And in the meantime, they can post up. CB down on C-Long, free up Kung Kung for potential rotations. I like this.
I just don't think the Viper just makes you play defense in a weird way.
Yeah, it looks as if
This
they
is good
wanna-
though. They at least have something on the map.
The recall here.
Oh dear, Kung Kung.
So I think they've noted the trap.
Seems a little
What is
unsure.
Kong Kong doing?
Oh dear, Kung Kung.
So I think they've noted the trap.
Seems a little unsure of where he wanted to be, but he's going to deal the damage back. CB's going ahead, just on the owl drone. That's lovely. Munchkin not wanting to trade, apparently.
Bro, it's
CB
like watching me play Chamber for the first time, not knowing what angle I want to take.
He's going to be on for another. He's not denied. T1 still trading in effectively somehow. G2 going to be denied trying to drop down towards Garage, so the plan's
We were
gonna be
talking
in
about
here.
Breaking Bad Zero.
EG still a little behind the curve here. Still 3 alive. Do have a paranoia, got some good U2 on nobody as well. Certainly a chance to.
Bro, that person came in and said that there's a tweet about you. Decided to disappear and not tell me what the tweet was.
Active in this. That's kind of wild. Catching
I
the
wasn't
timing.
Fnatic.
God.
Oh,
It was VCT Scrims, wasn't it? Where did Fnatic actually put a tweet out?
punishment. Nobody, you got no options. Down to back away. This outcome is rough,
Bro, it wasn't
Mike.
Fnatic.
That's double digits for T1. And this was the round that could have brought EDG right back.
This is the one that they ultimately want to stay.
I don't like the slide from CB. Completely disagree. What do you want him to do here?
Oh dear, come on.
So I think I've noted the trap.
He's a little unsure of where he wanted to be, but he's going to deal the damage back.
He hears drone. He can't get out. If he goes this way, he's running into potentially he's just running to death. He has to take the duel.
CB's going ahead. Just on the owl drone. That's lovely.
He gets a free kill
Wanting to trade, apparently. CB
and then
can
has
be
like a
on
50-50.
He's not be
Good down.
that's back.
Is getting away with this. Here, just a little hesitation from Smoggy. He's looking to set up smokes and buzzed with 20 HP going aggressive.
You can tell when the confidence is there, can't you?
Ghost, that sounds reasonable. I think it's harder to do that Neon idea than you think, though. Neon getting into the face of a chamber isn't exactly... I think chambers should be able to deal with
Again, the problem is the buy.
stuff
Right,
better
we
than that.
alluded to it and,
I'll be honest, if you guys think that a good read is TL, like TL's pushes on defense, like the level of anti-strat we're looking at should be a bit deeper than Team Liquid like to push on defense. We just hold and kill them. Like that should happen without anti-strat. Like, you know what I mean? Oh look, they're playing a comp that wants to go aggressive. Oh my, they've gone aggressive.
nicely.
It's hardly rocket science.
As a start, and they've left Kung Kung on the other side
What's
of
your
the
opinion on Lohan as a coach? Very positive.
handle if they do
I think that given the resources compared to other teams that he's got, like i.e. like I never thought the rosters that he's had are supposed to do that well, and they do better than I think. So that has to go. That's credit to him and all the leadership.
That's lovely.
Off the back of the orb, we'll connect here. Easy will
I think that his stint in tier 2 was also positive.
Okay, game on, fight on, Buzz. Still
The best way to go is like a VCT team that's like mid to bottom of the table, is to look at tier 2 coaches that have a track record of making teams better than what they should be. And I think that when you watch Lohan's teams, you can see that they're better than they should be. And so if you're a VCT team at let's like 7th to 12th, you should be just picking up one of those coaches. And look what happened for Mates, for instance. They picked up one of those coaches, if not 2 of those coaches, and they're pretty good.
Where's the fight back? There it is, in the form of Kung Kung. Tour de force tears him apart as Meteor put to work.
Like all 3 of the coaches from EMEA are just like former tier 2 farmers.
Oh my god.
Meteor has to get a kill.
He does, he's trying, he's not
Doesn't Nats also have a record of doing that? Not really. Nats is part of the discussion with Lohan. But I would say generally Nats' teams are just... they're already pretty good. Is anti-strat stuff more of a player habit thing, like someone on a certain angle, blah, 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 blah? No, it's more of a macro... like, I wouldn't... I don't know. It's like I know Slicky seems to think Team Liquid were avoiding alpha. I don't know the clip that he showed if it really showed that. I don't know if it really showed that. I think the it can be a lot of different things, but I don't care to go into it right now. And I don't know how other teams do anti-strat because I don't work with other teams. Like, but I'm telling you, having worked with a team and done like I don't know, it's just not. It's just what I'm trying to say is that people's perceptions of Valorant when you win or lose, it seems like you want material reasons why a team wins or loses, when the material reason most of the time is one team just played better than the other team. One team just played better than the other team. The anti-strat stuff is a nice little sprinkle on top to add to the narrative. It is not the narrative usually. When you get to top 4 competition, where you get 2 big fucking hitters who actually play the game at a decent level and are really, really good, then you could maybe start giving more weight to anti-strats kind of stuff. But in fucking group stages, like, I just don't think that it's like the be it or end all most of the time.
Deep power drone towards long. I'm not sure if it's going to catch a Munchkin. I think it might.
The narrative for that game should be Team Liquid threw a fucking cheese comp at rushing every single round on Pearl because they can't play Pearl. And then on Bind they got shit on because they tried to play 12 rounds of aggression on defense. It's not that deep.
The follow-up, okay, floodgates now open, and T1 flood the site. There's the Hunter's Fury, but Stack's not finding the same success as Smoggy.
The irony now is that teams will think that Team Liquid's bind is bad, when Team Liquid can now just go play their normal style of bind, which is just sitting back letting Nats fucking farm, and they'll look pretty good. They'll look way better than they did in that last game.
Very limited amounts to play with here in EDG, having the numbers and having what could be a key round. Stacks can't do it, EDG. Very nice. That is a big
What is an anti-strat? It can be many different things, but it's become such a buzzword that I don't know what it means anymore. That's what I'm trying to say, partly. It's like, usually an anti-strat is like, this team likes to do this strategy. Okay, we're gonna push C quite a lot of the time because they're doing a lot of nonsense here. We'll leave one guy here, then we can play 4 in this area. That's a pretty good anti-strat. That's a good game plan, you know?
Keep their head above water. Yeah, you got to credit EDG's read on the map, as you said, no contact elsewhere.
The problem is because nobody has a defined definition for it, and then people just say the word. It's like...
Unfortunately, he can't find the second. It's G2 to seal, have his ultimate.
I think that is the momentum. C kicking themselves here, having a chat, having a check-in. Big form. This is enough to maybe reignite a little bit of that. I'm all aboard. We all know what they can look like when the ball gets...
I do think that, like, sorry, like, just to go back to it, like, I'm kind of partly annoyed because, like, I feel like this idea that good teams can't lose to worse teams is, like, a very big thing in Valorant narrative, where it's, like, this idea that a team could only beat the other team because of anti-strat or something, or this team, oh my god, this team got crushed, it must have been something else. It's like, no, like, teams can be shit. Teams can be, like, it's not that deep. It's not that deep sometimes. Like, it's why ranking teams for tournaments, like, is so frustrating, because, like, teams be like, oh, NRG won champs, therefore Americas is the best region. And then let's say this tournament that Americas doesn't do so well. It's like, how do you then explain that? You can't, because your analysis is, if the team won the last tournament, it must be that the region's the best. When there's so much variance, bro. The sample sizes are small and the variance is high.
In a way, for EDG, he was the one with the ult, he was the one with the Bucky that could have maybe built something around it, but Stingers still remain. And there is only one on the A site. G2's got to play this to perfection, really.
Yeah, EDG now.
Zeta when they beat PayPrex 2-0. Unironically, I told Zeta when they won those off-season games, I was like, how do you guys interpret these results? Because the way I interpret them is very different than the ways that I think you might be interpreting them. Like, as a coach, I think you need to be the harshest you can possibly be in those moments. Like, oh, that wasn't off-season, the PaperX one, was it? That was last season.
Don't catch.
But the off-season event results, because they were doing quite well in the off-season for a couple of games. And I was like, I hope you guys don't think that this means that we're at that level, you know, like, because that's not how this works.
Yeah, quite easily, even just those Stingers in the right place for it. And they're going on this one. Nobody better be prepared. Gonna get one, and he can't get the second. There's the overwhelm we were worried about. And that judge...
What's your opinion on China coaches? Which kind of coaches do you think have shown promise of good things? I am not a clip farmer. I don't know. I don't know the Chinese scene well enough. I've not watched enough of China. I've only watched the top 3 teams and Bilibili play. Bilibili, I think, have the capabilities of playing some of the better Valorant in China. There are some things they do I quite like. But I can't tell you anything. You're asking the wrong person. I can only tell you how I like or don't like the teams playing, and most of the teams I don't enjoy watching. XLG will always look good domestically because they play the best kind of discipline and strategically. But unfortunately, that style doesn't work when you go against teams that are just better than you. Because they're just, you're just like, you're not getting a unique advantage.
A committed position. This is a one and done with the way T1 are playing. It's never
Eat McFlurry is a very good username. Why don't you coach Fnatic anymore? Because I didn't.
Asleep at the wheel here.
That's a fumble in my
Because I hate Boaster.
Again, a great timeout, good timing, but still, you can't be slipping at this point. T1 now with a chance to push up to 12. EDG back with a good buy though. They do have the operator with Kung Kung. They do have the ult with CD and a judge. They've got EDG back with a good.
Okay, sorry, I missed that last one completely. That's actually what should like. I don't coach anymore because it take up 80 hours of my week. And actually, like the past 3 days, I've been able to just lie in bed at like 10 o'clock at night and just start watching a film and go to sleep. And I'm telling you, as a coach, I couldn't even do that. I mean, I had to put on some nice pretentious fucking art slop and just enjoy my life. Anytime my friends want to hang out, I get to hang out. Anytime my mum's like, oh, let's go to London and do something, like I can do it. Like if my friend has a birthday party, I could go to it, you know what I mean? I couldn't do that shit when I was a coach. I could stream, like when you're coaching and if you're streaming as a coach, then something's wrong with you. Like, you know what I mean? Like I couldn't even stream.
And patient as ever. I say that, not so patient now. Looking like he wants to hunt towards that right side, big shot.
Yeah, the B thing.
Still standing. He's still looking for more chances. No respect given, only earned. But it's a 44.
I was going to say, you take a trade every day of the week in that situation. If you're T1.
I mean, Buzz is the only good thing in that. In a way, for EDG, he was the one with the ult. He was the one with the Bucky that could have maybe built something around it, but Sting still remain. And there's only one on the A side. G2's got to play this to perfection, really.
Yeah, EDG now considering the rotation as T1 will drift away. Don't catch.
Quite consistent in going back to those A side hits, so maybe a decent read, but it gets a bit sketchy for nobody.
You could be overwhelmed here.
Yeah, quite easily, even so Stinger's in the right place for it. And they're going on this one, nobody better be prepared. Gonna get one, and he can't get the second. There's the overwhelm we were worried about. And that judge, let's see what that reset looks like for the post plant. Kung Kung's getting closer, the Viper's pit on top.
Well, lockdown as well.
Bloody hell, they want this one done. They didn't like it. They don't like that EDG were getting back in the game. As Meteor goes walking, finds a completely asleep second. Slipping EDG back with a good buy though. They do have the operator with Kung Kung. They do have the ult with CD and a judge.
Amy cooler.
They have the tools ready.
Stack's going to figure out what.
That's Amy streaming. I didn't know that's Amy streaming.
To actually get away, doesn't get spammed off the door. T1 feel as if they've created enough pressure here, but Kung Kung.
I mean, you get a tiny bit of time, but
that could be the green light.
Oh, they're trying to go, aren't they? Here comes the TP as well. He is going to be surrounded if he wants to try and stand his
streams a
ground
lot.
and take the fight here. The heat-seeking missile has been removed. Izu gonna eliminate that. Allow for the plant here.
I think it's a sticky cooler. Wasn't he streaming when he was coaching?
Yeah,
I don't
Stag's
know.
given this now. That's time on T1 side.
Got a paranoia to work with here.
If he wasn't knee-deep in mental issues, how the fuck do you know anything about a player's mental issues?
To slow down this retake coming through from EDG.
Yeah,
You think T1's doing well as a team, or are they succeeding because EDG aren't very good? EDG aren't very good.
Meteor though gonna find G2. Meteor on the follow-up. Stacks on the swing. It's Meteor with 3.
Beautiful. Ever so slightly off. Catches Buzz here, but Izu just sticks the TP in help.
Nasty.
And again, Kung Kung here, he's in a spot where it's, I have to commit one way or the other, right?
I don't blame him for going down swinging. I don't really.
I need to make a tweet. I need to make a snarky tweet. Genji have really killed everyone's attack side Haven.
Blame him.
This is an operator, right? If he gives up the site without finding a kill, it's not necessarily a playback input. Hold that thought.
It's aggression from the word go. Izu instantaneous in finding CB. And even with that pit towards long, the map feels a little vulnerable here. They are trying to batten down the hatches, but T1 are playing a good game. Nobody wants info. And Kung Kung wants a kill. He's gonna get it, Ain. Oh, he stuck around for the second as well, committing to the spray. This is desperate, and it's dangerous. And Smoggy gets the backpedal. Izu slowed down. It's a 3v3. G2, brilliant there, removing the threat on the A side of the map. And Smoggy unwilling to relent and batten down the hatches, but wants to the spray. It's a 3v3 to relent in this position. He wants Izu dead. He's got him. Buries him. There's Buzz on 20. This having a bang on Smoggy, I don't
Really well. Force the plant. Bottom 3K as well. Still, Buzz got.
It's not a light side of the map. Kung Kung needs to be ready. He's had moments in this position, but Buzz is on the way. They don't know about Smoggy, and Kung Kung's the one destroying them.
I said before that it's weird. The T1 probably aren't a team that's going to go C heavy very often. The Neon allows you to do it, I guess.
I mean, Buzz got his ult and a judge, so.
Kung Kung is here as well, though. It's not a light side of the map. Kung Kung needs to be ready. He's had moments in this position, but Buzz is on the way. They don't know about Smoggy, and Kung Kung's the one destroying them currently. Izu takes towards backside, but by now there's barely any of them alive.
See something in. Obviously, having another one.
Discipline.
It's a decent hold.
Oh.
Oof.
I got really nervous.
He's droned.
He's
reconed.
They know where he is.
Beautiful catch here from Kung Kung.
Yeah. I mean,
the TP, yeah, the TP up to the top of the box.
Oh, don't slow it down.
Don't
Just
say that.
do with this
Yeah,
thing.
some absolutely lethal.
I don't do private coaching now.
Now see what do have theirs behind this as once they find their 11th. Make a go at things here. You can.
You try and draw those through.
Foxy9 be good on this meta? Why would he be any better in this meta than he was in other metas?
How much pressure you could apply to you.
I mean, it's there's no way Kung Kung's he's swapping back and forth on the buy, but you get the Hunter's Fury out here.
That's what I'm seeing if they can get done. Now, Stacks. Let's check here. Yeah. Can at least look left side. That's 3 players drawn towards the
Deadlock shit. I think you could. I do think you can build. You could try and do antis on double Judas with Deadlock. I think that Deadlock is probably a bit undervalued in that sense.
Had a player pushed up and holding the C-long walk down quite some time here, and then almost a similar scene on the other side, right? CB down on A-long, so almost a mirror. How this goes, Buzz being very loud about it, but Munchkin tried to start working, didn't work out.
Is it better to Smoggy to go back to dive duelist? Smoggy to me doesn't strike me as someone who should be a dive duelist, even if he has played it before. Let's have a look. Is my internet just crashed? Hello? It's just VLR. Oh. Smokey has decent jet stats, decent dive stats in general. The problem is that he's only played jet and rays, and then he's not farming in this era with smokes. Like, if Smokey was popping off on smokes a bit more, I'd be like, it could be exciting. But like, if you put him on dive right now, he might. I mean, he'd be better than CB probably, but.
Not how this happens. Thank God for Kung Kung, but he takes a lot for it, and nobody's dead. It's still exchanged. They've got an upgrade for Stacks.
Yeah, they got 2 rifles and a judge now. Stop.
The body's here.
30 seconds
Kung
left.
Kung's low. That's fine. That's not the end of
I
the
think
world.
Prius is the best rage player in the Valorant community. The fact that I didn't know he was a rage baiter probably means that he isn't.
It wasn't hit.
No, you didn't use that.
No.
Okay, let's flick through this.
We are now live into the game on the defending side. EDG G2 on the attack. And we've got a set standard early, an adjustment in composition from EDG, which, as said, I think is a very good.
What were they playing before? Huh. They were playing Raze, Phoenix, Harbor, Fade, Viper. The irony being that I think Harbor's probably stronger now and they've decided to stop playing him.
Indicator, hopefully, that they are looking.
Kaplan's Mandarin is good? What? Kankak's not good on Yoru. Why would you put him on Yoru? I don't think Kaplan's Mandarin is good. I don't want to see Kaplan coach China, no. I want to see Kaplan have another chance at like a fairly decent team.
For adjustments at this point.
Absolutely, T1 already showing presence here towards B long. No contact elsewhere on the map.
Hi, coach. Lots of respect for you. Now that you've seen Envy's performance, what do you think of the replacement? The problem is that like I think this is small testicle analysis. If I'm supposed to react to the fact that Envy's been farming, and now you're asking me what do I think of his replacement, that is just small balls. I never made a tweet about Envy before he joined because I felt bad if I did. But like I did say that it was the correct decision, I think, on stream. Like, if I wasn't so close to that team, I probably would have tweeted like, this is a monstrous move, like it's fucking disgusting. And Sliggy was kind of doing the work for me in some respects because he was obviously saying all the things that I probably would have said anyway. Did I hear wrong? No, like it's terrible. Like there's a lot of people on Twitter because Valorant Valorant analysis and Valorant like general what's it like, not analysis but even just like general community sentiment is basically you don't say much and then as soon as the result happens then you say stuff. Like very few people will put their fucking balls on the line and say what they think. And so like even like when I have some respect for people that do it if they're not being content bait or rage baiting, you know? Like to wait, like you could very easily interpret what I did, which was wait until Envy played well, and then Envy plays well, and then you tweet. As like it's pretty pathetic, like really. But like I didn't want to make tweets before that because I just felt bad for like Pat, and then like you know, it feels like a bit weird, you know. People who put their balls online for a hot take are usually shit on heavily. It doesn't matter if it's a hot take or not. It could just be. It's not to say that Envy joining Paper X was a good move. I don't think it's a hot take. It's just the fans are stupid. Is Envy that much of an upgrade? I don't really want to speak like to use terminology like that. It's like Envy has the potential to be one of the. I don't want to say it, clip farm me. I don't want to be clip farmed. Envy's very good. Envy's very good. Envy's very good. It's what Slicky said on Plat Chat is exactly how I see it. Slicky referred to even like when on Fnatic early on, when we'd have a decent team, and then we'd kick a player and get an upgrade. Even though we had a decent team, and every time we did it, people would be like, "Why the fuck are you kicking this player? This is madness." Every single time. And then every single time they're like, "Oh wait, this new player's actually pretty good. Oh wait, Fnatic are still decent. Oh wait, they look a little bit better." Like that's what happened almost every single time. I'm not saying you're attacking me. I didn't say you were attacking me. I'm not saying you're attacking me. It's just I got kind of baited into like this. What I'm saying is, if you compare the Counter-Strike community to the Valve community, there's a lot of things that we do less toxic than CS. But one of the things that I think they do pretty well is actually giving takes that are bold and they believe in sincerely. And so you know where people stand. Like there's been periods where like people like Zaiwu, who was supposed to be one of the best players in the world, was flamed because he wasn't good enough. And then people like Device would be like, some people would doubt a Device, you know what I mean? Whereas like in Valorant, we're a bit more coy about that stuff. Like I don't want to flame players for the sake of flaming players. Like that's not my deal. But like, I think having a clear understanding of what you actually think about the teams, honestly, I think is something we miss in this scene. And the problem is that because I'm one of the few people that I think actually is fine actually saying stuff, it's unfortunate because it's almost like I'm allowed to get away with it because of my achievements. Whereas like I don't think it should be like that. Is YouTube chat being read today? Yes. He doesn't read YouTube chat, go to Twitch. Bro, I literally read out that person's thing and just reacted to it for the last 10 minutes. Chat just wants you to say something controversial. No, they don't. If anything, the question that was asked was the least controversial thing I could possibly say, and therefore boring. To say right now that oh, Envy's really good isn't exactly a fucking good take, is it?
Where are you meant to find that next layer in? It would be really hard to take away all of these crossfires.
It would be clip farmable because people are stupid. But like, let's be real. Mini is grumpy this morning. I'm not actually grumpy. I'm actually quite happy this morning. I got a really good amount of sleep. I watched a really nice film yesterday. I'm a tiny bit hungry. But I'm watching kind of bad Valorant, so maybe that's why. It's because a lot of the things that are being said are kind of like, there's almost like a subconscious thing when people write in chat, there's almost like I can read between the lines a little bit, and it kind of tilts me a little bit.
An adjustment in composition from EDG, which, as said, I think is a very good indicator, hopefully, that they are looking for adjustments at this point.
Absolutely, T1 already.
Should we make a exclamation mark tens or exclamation mark sentinels? I think we need one of these, don't we? It's crazy. Did you think at this point in your life you'd be a world famous streamer? Shut the fuck up.
Presence here towards B long. No contact elsewhere on the map, so EDG making moves just yet. All the way on.
What do you think about Burst's tweet? Okay, one sec. What do I think about Burst's tweet? This event is like who shoots better on the day. I think Boaster's on dangerous territory making tweets about an event that he's not at. That's what I think. Two days in a row as well. Because I was about to reply. I was about to reply with like my best cosplay of a Boaster hater. Have you ever been recognized on the street? Yes. Outside of airports, at airports I've been recognized about probably like 4 or 5 times, maybe. Outside of airports, just in the streets of the UK, I think about 3 times, maybe. When we go to events, like when we're in Paris, like a lot, like quite a lot, because people are there for the event. You know what I mean? What's my go-to lunch order? I don't order lunch. What do you mean? I don't order lunch. Usually I drink a protein shake at the start of the day, and then I will usually make some eggs. Who on Fnac had the worst food takes? Probably Leo. Leo's a bit fussy. I think Dirk and Leo are a little bit fussy. Leo more so. I don't eat meat, yes. I don't eat meat, and yet I think I was easier to cater for than most of the team.
Agent selectors production told us we are now live.
I was annoyed in like I was annoyed when we go to an event and then Colin would be like, "Oh, they got a salad at this place." It's like, yeah, fuck you. I'm not having salad for dinner.
From EDG, which, as said, I think is a very good indicator, hopefully, that they are looking for adjustments at this point.
Absolutely, T1 already showing presence here towards B long. No contact elsewhere on the map, so EDG making moves just yet. Buzz all the way on stop side already. Izu's going to find Chi-Chu. EDG making moves just yet. Buzz all the way on stop side already. Izu's going to find Chi-Chu.
Yeah, and it...
Trying to hard hold B with 2 players in a pistol round is not advisable.
No contact elsewhere on the map, so EDG making moves just yet. Buzz all the way on stop side already. Izu's going to find Chi-Chu.
Yeah, and it just feels like there's no fight back, man. EDG just get bullied. Kung's here, but by now the plant's in. There's 5 on the site. They've got a deep takeaway. Not by Mike.
Sorry.
Tournament. Throughout this, the ecos would slip away from them, over peaking, you know, player disadvantage situations or advantage situations, they'd lose in. I want to see that mentality just tidied up. And, well, Buzz off to a good start. Takes away Kung. That is, I don't want to say the floodgates open. There's still 2 players towards Shower, and Smoggy's gone. There's only 1 there now, so it's a little tougher to imagine this going any other way.
Feel here, CB obviously still towards, let's say back towards Showers, but able to slip away. Only classics on the way back in here for EDG. 3 left standing.
Well, 1 sec. I'm gonna write something down. Sorry. I had a thought for broadcast for EMEA. We learn from Santiago. Sorry.
Tough to really break through and find an opener here, and Buzz just looking to farm up what's left on the table for now. CB the last to find.
Stacks, but great from Buzz. I mean, nasty.
I like to tweet. I saw a tweet as well that annoyed me. It was like, why did T1 play this good against EDG? Why didn't they play this good against Team Liquid? I guarantee you T1 are just playing the same level. It's just EDG just
Love of the game. Just
falling
love of the
over.
game.
Oh, that is wild. Okay, so buy-in, place for EDG, coming back into this. Couple light shields though dotted throughout, but I don't see anything massive to punish it. On the other side, slow and steady. I'm just trying to identify where maybe Kung is, get an idea of the setup. Peering through.
Flash along with a court here, so nobody doesn't have confirmation.
Like 2B again, to be or not to be? How quickly? Like the questions are we going to see a rotation in time to hold? If not, are they going to try and hard hold again against a full B? They're going to lose both hooker and long B, which means they're fucked. They're going to get B crunched. Like
The Prowler going back through. Second flash will indeed confirm presence.
Neon is
Yeah,
here
still
quick
here, but now
enough.
looking to make moves.
Info confirmed. 2 down long, but in the meantime, look at
Just about.
the site here. Buzzes in, and
It's close.
okay, you are lucky that G2 is on the case because they look absolutely dead.
What's CP doing?
And, okay, you are lucky that G2 is on the case because they look absolutely dead to right.
He slid into a Viper split.
Baffled as to what was coming. The Molly pushes him out. Munchkin gets him. Hold on, it's a 3v3. This is a bonus for T1. This was not meant to be the big threatening round, but Chichu, the hero of the hour, goes down. Meteor! That's what.
This kind of style works better with the Yoru, right? But they look a little bit lost.
He's effective. For the time being. Wow,
So
yeah.
it's like Izu 4-1, Meteor 4-1, and Stax was the man who stood out to me earlier.
Wow,
So
yeah.
it's like, hold
Stax
on.
has got his scummy kill. He's up for the time being.
That's why we're calling it scummy kill. I mean, you're not wrong. It's just. Oof. So Kung Kung goes walking. He's had a little look down short, posted up for now. Not going to get much play early. None of that 3-1-1 spread throughout bind. T1, very meticulous in approach thus far. Ready. So now you want to maybe hold.
Solid default from T1. 3B long. You got the Yoru showers with TP. Actually defaulting a nice part of the map.
Again, you've got Buckies, you've got Sheriffs, and you don't have Kung Kung. T1 on the money today. It feels like they've warmed up here.
Fast.
Again, EDG, this isn't
split.
the round you'd imagine masses of work to be done, but I like that from CB, but it's just laboured. Chi-Chu on the case. So they're still going to be trying to put up some numbers here. Chi-Chu is online. So Smoggy, Buzz tries to break.
I think EG should have saved 400 pistol, get Kang up on third round. I've never thought about it, but it would make sense. Why is China's macro so bad? Why are they not able to copy international teams? Copying a team that, like... Bro, like... They tried to copy EDG's macro on attack side Haven, and it got them into trouble. Like, they don't... Like... My point on Haven was that, like, by copying Gen G, they've basically regressed, because Gen G have a very specific style that I don't think is amazing on the map. It just works for them. And then they're missing a lot of details.
Nobody's still on the Bucky. We'll have a chance.
Copying what you see from teams isn't the same as actually implementing it.
The Dogman is not the case.
Yeah, you see the pings here. Intact here from elbow.
You're right, there's the upgrade for Noble.
They're both going CT.
That could play into the plan of T1. See how the contact plays out, though.
This is going to be brutal.
Yeah, as this feels like they've made something out of nothing, but... And gonna be quite
How
deep.
hard is it to fix EDG's problems? I think very hard. I don't think it's a paper X situation where, like... I think it's going to be difficult.
Here we go, and there, that might just be the checkmate, and yeah, it is. Buzz gonna get his 3, and the plan well made, and T1 just get things back in order. It got dangerous, and I like what EDG were trying to do. They got in their faces.
You think if the retro didn't happen, mates would be at paper X? It's not worth discussing, honestly.
Closer and closer to some of these ultimates, but already with the investment coming from
It's a fun thing to think about, but it's not worth discussing, really, is it? You have to have that champs mentality, right?
T1 have found their point of weakness.
I don't really agree with the redraw, but
G2 somewhat kept this together last time, finding 2 in the kind of cut, but that's great.
it's nice little adaptation. They understood that the dash into the smoke was becoming a common theme. Stand in the smoke.
But that's great from CB, waiting to catch on the push-up. Deny Buzz the ability to springboard in. Break that front line.
We had a fast rotate this time again. Be nice if we kept the conditioning up, the 3-1-1, so that it felt like a 3-1-1, and then we didn't get the neon. If the neon rotated,
up once more. Stand up.
Somewhat kept this together last time, finding two in the kind of cut, but that's great from CB waiting.
CB is always here on time.
Denied
That's basically what I'm trying to say.
springboard in. Break that front line for it. So EDG helped the first wave.
Yeah, building on the fly here just to duck inside that
I think
smoke.
the dog's too early here.
Deny that initial burst towards side. T1 haven't backed away though.
No, they're still going for this one, and there's no additional rotations coming out. They feel happy enough with the 3 here for EDG. Be playing black a little bit further back on this. T1 really looking for a fight.
They're doing nothing on A for so long. Like, this guy should be rotating, probably. Kankan could push. Why do teams abused 2 duelists right now? 2 duelists was the most popular composition at Champs. Right? And then Initiators got nerfed. And Sentinels got nerfed. The nerf to Duelist was very, very weak. They weren't touched hard. So why would this not continue? If everything around it's getting nerfed, why would this not continue to be the best?
The swing from CB there felt dangerous. And again, taking risks when they still had information to be used. I don't like this. They've made something out of nothing. The rotation. This is what I'm seeing. 5 seconds until he gets maybe the Haunt, if he even gets a chance to use it.
Zero, I'm not answering every single question you ask me. I'm sorry. Like, I appreciate the questions, but I'm in the VOD review. I am looking at YouTube chat.
How will I read this plant though?
I'm very skeptical of the amount I'm getting clip farm right now as well. Like, I don't love going to YouTube and just seeing my face a lot.
Surely not again. Stacks can't do it. Kong can. And EDG
Just available. So you just want to wait.
Yeah, pretty close. Wiley getting back in and then getting proactive, it looks like. Flash down. Do they then go for a fight? Easy's caught. Yeah, terrible timing. Utility your hand.
Were you a fan of the global nerf to utility? Would you have done it a different way? I'm not a big fan of it. I think the meta was already going into a very, very, very brawl style anyway. There was a lot of 5-0 and 4-1ing. And I think that keeping the meta where it was at Champs, with a little nerf to Yoru, would have, and a little nerf to Yuele maybe, would have kept it in exactly the same kind of open, kind of brawly space, while keeping. I would have done the nerf to the ults. I like the nerf to the ults. But yeah, I wouldn't have touched stuff too hard. If you wanted to really make it brawly, maybe we nerf Santis a little bit. But apart from that, I think I'd have kept most things out. I do have YouTube popped out.
And just gets spammed. Meteor on the punish. Now nobody looking vulnerable. Look how far away the other players are. They're going to know his presence, a high flash, but he just wants to backpedal vulnerable. Ooh, no, actively getting back in and then getting proactive, it looks like. Flash down. Do they then go for a fight? Easy's caught. Yeah, terrible timing. Utility your hand and rewarded for CB. Good trade for Munchkin, though. Not going to let that go unpunished. The CB was already basically halfway out of there. And just gets spammed. Meteor on the punish. Now nobody looking vulnerable.
Kankang's never anywhere to do anything. He's essentially a telescope right now. He's a 5K telescope.
But that probably wasn't it for play. Will hold it. Munchkin taken down show, but it doesn't change the round outcome. And I don't know if Munchkin. All right. No, okay. I was making real sure on that. And they want early. I don't know how they want to go about finding that.
Nerf Senti? I meant in the context of at the end of last year. EMEA plays Cypher quite a lot. NA, Killjoy's played on Haven all the time. Cypher's played on Haven all the time. There's a lot of maps right now that don't need a Senti, and so they don't play Senti. Chamber's underused and Vito's underused. I can't help that teams underuse an agent.
And then with nobody kind of back all the way into CT because G2's already
Hello,
there.
oh my god, it's so.
There's no reason for an extra body to fall here.
Someone asked about Leo. I did a whole YouTube video with Commend, an interview with Commend about Leo. I'd recommend going to watch that YouTube video instead of having me.
At that point, it's just, yeah,
like, it was over like an hour long.
And again, I want to see how they be traded out 1-for-1 rotations here. So just checking in with the Coinbase.
Yeah, I think probably coming out of this timeout, that we've been able to hear, but no, right, it's just back out of hookah. So yeah, for me, certainly the response I'd like to see here on the defense from EDG.
God, they're abusing this.
Yeah,
I'm
make use of
not
some
gonna.
of these ultimates
Yeah.
in the next few rounds at least.
Someone says, "I love pretty girls."
Wow, that's a
It's
tough start if you're looking at the mini-map.
it's kind of fair, I guess. I think it's a fair comment, but it's not necessary.
Well, now they know.
Time to run. No, time to.
Now they know.
Time to run. No, time to try and do something. Didn't work out, shockingly. Sight is going to be T1's. Izu's there. They've got a nice molly towards CT. He's got safety to pop out. So they can get the plant, and it is a 5v4. Now, a Frenzy, a couple of upgraded pistols, but not much. It's mostly really Kung.
Would you want to commentate?
Nice flash, but of course, the way the first
One sec. That's a good question.
Most of this post plant is towards long, but then look at the space between the next players coming through. Luckily, Kung lands a great shot. Meteor's now in no man's land. Has to slip back in towards Hookah. Izu next, point of contact. Kung's found him again. Okay, that's a second body drop. You got some more of that, Kung. Stacks just back towards long. Players.
Kung's played B8 every single round with Lop. Like he has literally been a 5,000 telescope, man. He's been looking at the stars over on showers every single round.
CT's got safety to pop out. So they can get the plant, and it is a 5. Lands of contact. Kung's found him again. Okay, that's a second body drop. You got some more of that.
T1 kind of inting this retake, this post plant.
Back towards long. Yeah, gonna catch nobody. And this is where the fun stops, right? This is where they start really tightening up that post plant.
I commentated a little bit last year at Pansy because Hypok was away. And I initially said no because I knew that it wasn't going to be my kind of thing. Like, I'm not naturally a loud person. I'm not naturally a very good person at kind of delivering hype or passion. But I think towards the end, I was getting more used to it and enjoying it. And so, like, if I was given the opportunity to, like, flex that muscle a little bit more, maybe not in VCT, I do think I'd eventually get to a place that would be quite good. I think the other thing is, like, the unfortunate reality of talent work is that, like, being a caster is much better than being an analyst. Because you're like, you don't you don't have to be there all day. You don't have to prep, I would argue, in the same ways you do as an analyst. It's kind of more enjoyable, I would say, to be able to just watch the game and kind of react to it live. And then also you're kind of treated a little bit better. Like, I think like if you can commentate, then you could probably do desk, and therefore, like, you're kind of treated a bit better. And like Riot likes that adaptability, right? You can see right now, like, Wyatt is like on the desk right now, and I imagine it's because later on he's going to be casting with Uber, right? And so, like, that flexibility, like, that flexibility matters. I'm not taking anything away from casters. Like, watching Pansy, like, do her shit is like, it's like watching someone who's just like 10 out of 10 at their job work. And I think that play-by-play specifically has, there's things play-by-play has to do that I think is more difficult than a color caster, for sure. I think you can kind of get away with color casting a little bit. That's not to say that, like, you know, I mean, Hypok's fucking S tier at his job, so it's not like I'm throwing shade or anything. So yeah, I would enjoy it. I think I would need someone who's more experienced than me to be the play-by-play. Yeah. If there's any tips for coaches, go to my Discord and ask that question, because that's a lot of writing. Just paste that into my Discord if you want to join and ask me that in my Ask Mini channel. So yeah, it's a good question. Yeah. I think I was pretty decent on the last TriCast. And I wasn't horrible in the last cast I did, I don't
Buzz
think.
is going to have his second ultimate by round 8. So a huge.
I enjoyed the tri-cast, yeah. The first tri-cast I don't think I was very good. The second tri-cast I think I was actually okay.
These sight hits.
And then it becomes that
And the weird thing was, like, obviously I presume most people were flaming me at the start, which is fair. But it was quite nice at Champs that someone I hadn't seen for a while basically said, you know, I quite enjoyed the casting. He was like, he was like, I kind of wanted to hate it because it was you, but I actually quite enjoyed it, and that was quite nice. So that was like one nice comment I had at least.
We know he's a gifted player. He just got 4 kills, but it didn't change.
I thought you were good. I appreciate it, but you are also you are a paid chatter too, so it's kind of hard to, you know.
He's going to be able to. I mean, connection on the flash here, but it won't necessarily tell them anything different about any other round.
They are trying to play towards B long at least, so I prefer this. But he's a gifted player. He just got 4 kills, but it didn't change.
There was like when Dracos was teasing like Valorant a little bit, like I think that like if he was to come across, that would be the perfect situation for me if I want to cast. Like having someone like him who's like a very experienced caster in a different game, that would be like the way I would get my in as a caster, I think. And it was fun to work with him. But I don't think he's got any intentions of moving to Valorant.
They are trying to play towards B long at least, so I prefer this. But then I want to see what the layers are from T1, right? This means that okay, B is
Hello,
not
Juke.
free and available.
I mean,
Cool.
I definitely progressed quite quickly, but the problem was I set the bar so fucking low that any progression looked good. You know what I mean? The bar was so low that any progression would look good.
So let's see how the rest of the map feels. We're going to have to deal with getting past Kung Kung, potentially, because we haven't seen anything else. And I like the rotation. This is better from EDG. They've gone proactive on the extremity, down B long, freed up...
I think if I did casting right now, after the experience I've had with Plat Chat and Analyst Desk, I think I'd be a lot better. I don't think I'd be good still, but I think I'd be a lot better.
Split towards the A site, 3 through shower.
Smoggy's got to be careful here, because he's in a fairly committed position. Does have the trap. We'll note the TP as well.
Winston Churchill could have been a good caster.
We'll note the TP committed position. Does have the trap. We'll note the TP as well.
Flash. Here we go.
I think that T1 could just go B every round. Like, Kung Kung's just A every round with an op. He's not played B once.
And Smoggy's blind as anything. He can't find a shot in time. And now Kung Kung
I mean, or just go A and win.
This is masterful. Rotation get rid of this. They are trying to play towards B long at least. Like, I prefer this. But then I want to see what the layers are from T1, right? This means that okay, B is not free and available.
They're just so passive. Like, even when they do get a bit of info, they're not pushing. They do have 3A. But let's see what they actually do. Like, I'm actually looking really closely at what they're doing.
So this could be incredibly useful. A 3-2 split towards the A site. 3 through shower.
Smoggy's got to be careful. He's in a fairly committed position. Does have the trap.
He's got an ult and a molly, and he's playing close.
We'll note the TP as well.
Flash. Here we go.
Ult and a molly, he's playing close. Can't use either. Nice, Smoggy. I think I'm not joking. I play that better. I play that better. Put me in the server. There's no way I'm playing close with a fucking molly and a brim ult.
Here we go. Kung Kung then plays it forward. TP's back, and Smoggy's blind. Put it to Mike. They were there.
If I caught my smokes player doing that, I'd fucking lose my shit, man.
Off the pit, but in showers there, and there's a plan in place to really secure that. Off the pit, but it's going to be challenged immediately.
Oh my god.
It's been revealed. He couldn't.
Off the pit, but
I think not supporting a Viper ult in this meta against a Waylay is kind of rough. I think if you're a Viper, you need to ask, or someone needs to come help you set up your ult, because it's too easy to be Waylay fucked.
It's been revealed. He couldn't stay alive. The pit's gone down.
Buzz is playing insane.
I enjoy this push. First time we've seen proactivity, really. But it isn't a 4v5.
Hot flash on it. They're going to go hunting. Kung Kung's fallen. T1. They are sharp. They know exactly what T1 would, excuse me, what EDG would like. Consider their
Got a ground ball. The company to see that at least
with some of the, I guess,
Kong Kong's just
series
A
games we're seeing now,
every round.
brutality of unpassed fight, they are going to
find
advantage.
the aggression. It's Izu with a scope in hand.
It's a nice shot from Smog, yeah.
A pretty snappy shot onto him.
That's what we've got an advantage. We don't need to do any more, right? We can.
What kind of
chill
strats
now.
are my
I don't wanna
strengths?
see this. I don't want to see this.
I'm not good at
Are you ready to
strats.
go? Why are we seeing that? T1.
Why?
There was no need, EDG. You had the advantage. You had two players.
I'm good at like, I'm not good at like
Denied
set
the ball
strats.
for 45 seconds. Munchkin's got his own. He's still got
It's
a
not my
wall, he's still
strength.
got two smokes. And he does have
I'm good at
Stacks by
telling
his
you
side
what
as
set
well.
strats we need and how to make them better.
Oh, dear.
I'm much more like a
Stacks
reaction.
EDG
I'm like a
on their own
reactive
hearts.
person.
Man, they
Like
could
I
be
see
happy.
what we're doing and I can make it better. I don't love being the person making stuff.
T1 drift.
Defensively, I would
Easy
usually have to
sidelines.
make stuff though.
On a short.
If you're
Beautiful.
yeah.
They're about to the mental of
As opposed to
EDG now.
preferred
Yes, I'm
attack.
talking about a high caliber team,
Yep.
tons of experience, but rounds like that where you feel right, we're off the starting block.
I mean, like chess game, not early game. No, I like if I make stuff, often it's like overcomplicate. Like I overthink a little bit, and so it's like I prefer being presented the strat and watching it, and then telling you why it's crap, and then making it better. You know what I mean? Like when I make stuff, it gets a little bit too like I get
Right, give me enough that you can
I get a
take
bit
us this
indecisive,
round
I
in the
think.
second half. I'll take that. So they're going to invest Smoggy deeper. You're hoping for a one and done. Maybe then allow Kong
Is that sort of more like an analyst than a coach? No.
to come into effect.
Yeah, play in with the rifle here, but it's going to be the full force of T1. Izu's going to be
What?
able to reveal absolutely
Yeah, ask Mini
everything
channel,
that's going
please.
on here.
It's so simple. T1. This
Absolutely everything that's going on here of T1.
I saw someone put this in my channel. Why Smoggy here? Because he's got a sheriff and he's getting double baited. It's not that bad, is it? The chamber's baiting for the brim. It's not that
come
bad.
into effect.
Yeah, play in with the rifle here, but it's going to be the full force of
It's not good against a Euro ult, but
T1. Izu's going to be able to reveal absolutely everything that's going on here.
It's so simple. T1. This is just systematic domination. And do you know what? They're pulling no punches. Why would you at this point?
Which
They want
historical
the job
leaders
done
would be
there
good
from
at
the
Valorant?
start of things, and they are not gonna
None of
let it
them.
happen again.
Because
T1
Valorant
are
requires
in form,
specific
Mike. It is
knowledge that
just
none of them have.
lovely to see.
They're just so efficient with this composition in terms
Beautiful.
of Izu and Buzz.
And look, this is T1's map, you know, but this is not what you wanted to see. This is not what you wanted to see. This could have been a great elimination game. So far, I feel like EDG aren't in the server. And I like EDG. We know the highs of this team. I can't stress it enough.
So Buzz is about to get his third ult as well.
God, he's 15 to 6.
Yeah, he's just playing lights out right now.
Look how many ops there are.
Who's my mate
Otherwise, there's three
Nigel?
of them.
Are you talking about Nigel Farage?
Okay, we found one.
Again, because they're reading
Is
it
that a-
like,
is that a
you
UKIP
actually have to
joke?
push us, right?
You got to take space somewhere. You can't keep playing on this kind of like pass.
Debate plays almost work as reverse psychologist point of VCT law. VCT? Like making the bait obvious? Kinda. I know what you mean. It's easy for you to hindsight it though. Why do you think Kankang Aspa struggles to play Euros so much? I think it's because on defense they like when they're holding sites, they like to move into sites, and like the creativity Jet allows you to do is about like the micro, not the macro. And I think they just like the micro of Jet being able to be really aggressive in sites, you know.
Line just gambling and guessing. And Izu gonna take.
He was for sure the best flash initiator in the world. I think that's a hot take. He was one of the best in the world at support Util. I wouldn't say, I don't know if he was the best in the world at flash initiating though. Simon's numbers weren't very good. Like he was a support player.
Way out of that. that, but going to note that there's a push down towards Shower. So going to take the extremity on that. That's fine.
You wish Jet was
Now we don't
buffed?
need to overextend with
Just
a
play.
little bit of info. Let's see how T1 want to react.
No.
Right? Where do they want
Just
to enter?
Kankan can play Jet right now. It's just that they're not.
Trade out for rifle
I
there.
thought that like Chamber would be good for them, but I think the reality now is that they just need to go to Jet. They just need to play Jet.
Stacks and Munchkin with their ultimates to invest here.
He was like Patman.
G2 getting curious on the other side.
A little bit, but I think
Could
Pat
be
was
issue
better,
depending on timing here.
personally.
I like this so far, actually, from EDG, funny enough. I like what they're doing, but sadly Buzz is just breaking backs out here, man. Straight away, he's got so much value every time.
Oh,
Two
look at
players
that. Oh,
as
my
well.
word.
It's just too good. It's just too good.
But yeah, I would
These are
agree.
all strike
It's more of a
capitalize.
Patman.
And again, you can understand the intent.
Counter stun's
G2.
insane there, actually.
Hold up. Chi-Chu's in a great position here, but it's actually going to be done. The damage being done elsewhere. Down to a 1v1. He's
Okay. I don't even care who wins the 1v1.
Cut this. Yeah, unfortunately, not many ways to cut this.
What's going on?
There's just very little to pin hope to on the side of EDG. Unfortunately, even with that previous here,
maybe really chances. They can take an aggressive start and they can hunt down Kung, which is a deadly sentence to say, but when you're hitting shots...
I'd be so unprofessional casting because there's no way I wouldn't be commenting on whatever's going on here. Like I don't know what's happening, but I would be I'd be commenting.
Player feeling good, an individual problem, and T1 can take really chances. They can take an aggressive start and they can hunt down Kung, which is a
That might be an anti-strat.
but when you're hitting shots, like
They
Buzz
felt
says,
very
I
ready
don't
for
blame
that
you for going
that
for it.
Chamber TP.
EDG already looking battered and bruised coming away from that.
Do you have Chi-Chu up?
G2 will lurk all the way up long, but again, see me already positioned towards heaven in anticipation. They conceded this space, and
so
he's going to.
They're so ready, man.
Really good understanding from T1. Himito can turn away from this, and that's a.
How many languages do I speak?
Get some control. Wants to get the sheriff, gets it. 2 bullets, 2 targets.
I
Can't find him.
speak
Stacks with a double. For Stacks.
English and Valorant and a tiny bit of Paper Rex.
Blink and you'll miss this game.
Set piece to your life.
Stingers, sheriff. Big work for the analysts right
Yeah.
now. Okay, Munchkin's got a judge.
Unfortunately, Valorant's becoming a lost language.
CV put to his grave, and he's not backing down. There's no reason to. There is no fear at all shown. Munchkin just pumping damage, and Izu standing up. It's gorgeous.
Okay. Best we get to see some Harbor Astra. They did struggle a little bit on attack here, just a tiny bit. Jogamo, I think Jogamo needs to be okay. Plus 14 Phoenix, never mind. When Jog's playing Neon, like the higher entry agents, he's just I feel like he's just like running it down sometimes. Okay, 228 is good. Bro, his Phoenix is 290. My proposition is he might be better at the second duelist. But his Neon is looking pretty strong. But his low rating, he just dies a lot, man. Dies a lot. Like no positive FKFD bar the second duelist. The issue is the end of last year, I thought his Euro was like the coolest in the world. Like it was really interesting. Thank you very much, Sleep Shrew, for the sub. I appreciate that a lot. Appreciate the sub.
Really efficiently on that defender side.
Well, now going into the Abyss, XLG's map pick. G2 opting to change up.
Fast mid.
Our expectations of Dallin bring out this harbor.
And if you're looking to see what that storm surge and the new high tide really do for you here.
Okay, well, we're not gonna see it.
And the new high tide really do.
Nice
for you
spam
here.
from
Okay,
Leo.
we're not gonna see it in this round.
Forget it.
Fallon's already dead.
I don't really this feels like my ranked games when I'm droning. Why are we dashing in with a drone? Like what? I don't really understand.
Forget it.
Don't really get it. It's like the Waylay and the drone are doing the same thing.
Fallon's already dead. Picked apart there in mid. WS Leo able to find the opening, kill the map.
Why even theory craft? Why do I bother?
Sometimes you get shot, you die, but Spike is still
I have some hope for AG. I think AG have got strong individuals. I got some minor amounts of hope that AG aren't gonna just, you know.
The retake looks for XLG, double push, both duelists working their way around towards the spawn, and Leafus is not registering this at all. Trent will be away. Sometimes you get shot.
Nice push out.
The retake looks for XLG, double push, both duelists working their way around.
Should be a round win now, right?
Back, but you still have Raga on that angle, and I don't think he
Should be XLG's round win here.
has to clear out these two players, but he's only going to be good for one. Trent now swinging the corner, finding the timing. Lysor going to be struck down. Looks for a little bit more, but Happy Way will get
It looks
G
close.
Good start on this defender side. Just a nice pick here through the reveal there. Very nice. He just kept kind of spamming through. Valen tried to assume that he was going to stop with the spam, and he did. Split. No man. A little bit of a struggle.
Oh, is the paranoia?
Last time out against NRG, but
Let's see how they use the paranoia.
they got here. It's like a
Backside, I guess.
exec.
Look at this. Push the pace here. Drone goes up and over the top. Leo getting the tag.
That's a waste of a drone. Oh no, it's not. They're eco. Never mind.
Relative safety for Fallon. Still falls. Happy Way has
God,
the third,
Happy
runs
Way.
over a third, runs out of bullets, but Leo is there. Picks up the pieces. As Jogamo gets taken
Got the
down.
fucking GoldenEye USP.
Pretty damn flawless.
1.6
Will be able to find
USP.
that finish on the enemy Astra. So much more work now needed and necessary. As Baby 1v4 with just a shorty in hand. You know where he's at. Oh, trying to go for the nose go as a Poisium, but Raga will get picked apart. They can swap out the stinger for the outlaw. Out of the Spectre. Took a weapons round. Let the 2-0 start for XLG.
XLG threw a lot of rounds to CT here. Okay, let's have a look. I saw flank arena. I don't think I'd show that on the eco round though. On the anti-eco, sorry. Oh god, they're one of these teams.
Mid aggression though. Gonna see much.
No man's gonna go for a push.
No man's actually pushing through for some reason.
Going right past Fallon's shoulder. Quick little back to safety. As Leaf, okay.
Nice by Leaf,
On the
man.
linger here at B window.
Leaf on Astra.
It's out Happy Way. Solid first advantage found for G2. Look to play out this anti-bonus, but Lysor lurking forward. The smoke will be found. Baby Bay spotting out the head.
They kind of just gifted them around here.
They mid like got outplayed, and things like that I could see G2 being aware of, using that neon a little bit to do some scouting. Let's see if Raga can get some value out of this push.
There's no point of pushing here, I don't think. Their exec is going to be a bit weaker without the recon. And then they haven't done anything on middle that you're worried about. Like, you're not worried about this. You have 3 B side of the map anyway.
This is mightily aggressive. 3 players just around the corner, but it's going to be able to find one.
Still catches that fucking timing is mental.
The punish is drone now. Go up and over the top, got the ping onto Happy Way. Baby Bay trying to set up with the saturate, but it's not going to be able to find him and cannot get the flick. Raga finds himself a second, and Happy Way.
I mean, I think if you're going to beat a team like G2, you probably do need to do something, some random aggression stuff. But I don't think it made sense for Raga to go aggressive there. The problem is they didn't have info this side of the map either. Like, the server's playing here, and you can't get the info you kind of need. Like, you often want info middle or A main, but they've smoked you off. Does the drone really do? I don't know. A main, they I don't know.
fights. A better op for sure. Let's see what G2 has dialed up. Stinger for Lee.
I'm gonna get
Everybody
ult
else
for
right.
Trent
Late TP here
or
from
Waylay
Lost.
ult. I would just get Waylay ult here.
Does have the back away.
Why are they using Astra ult this early?
Does eat good amount of damage. So 43. We swap the weapon over, but we want it into the hands of Leap, who's able to find a headshot, but cannot confirm the kill on the No Man, so he just dashes out to safety, utilizing this cosmic divide.
They could just take why
TP here from
they just need to take the Waylay ult and then just use the Waylay ult.
Lyser
I don't understand what they're doing.
play, but does have the back away. G2 starting to suss that one out. Trent does eat a good amount of damage, so down to 43.
What are you doing with that default threat and A split, which is really bad to do? Yeah, I think what this, honestly, Beast, what people think these smokes do is allows you to take middle, which which isn't really true. And then yeah, like in your head it makes sense. Like if you want to do the smokes, it's because you're A splitting, but then it's not good because A split sucks.
Little bit. Maybe had a LG for sure.
But I don't think they're even thinking about A split as much as they are thinking about getting middle and then even like pressuring deep middle with those smokes.
Does have the back away.
Can you tell me why Leaf isn't playing Judas anymore? Because he's playing on a team with Baby Bay and Leaf. Baby Bay and Juggler. And he's more flexible than those two players. I don't really understand their ult. They're not firing ults.
Varga again, sprinting around that flank, working his way. Trying to intercept this Euro, but now starting to get the read to try to go for the check. Swings out.
It's nice by Valen. Christ, Baby Bay's won on the round. It's a bad ult though. Okay.
A 2v2 is Trent trying to utilize that Hunter's Fury, but doesn't get a shot. Happyway's just sticking this, and he interrupts that. As the transfer will drag him off.
It's unlucky from XLG at the end, but ultimately I think G2 deserved the round at the finisher. G2's ult farming there was terrible. I don't understand why they're not picking up the ult on A main. They're way better. Like, it seems egregious. The Astra ult made no sense to me. You get...
It's a quick exit, but now you have this later linger from Leaf. Look at him, still positioned in the attacker spawn. Knows that XLG have been going on these flanks. Wants to try to...
I think I need an exclamation mark for ad as well. If people write ad into my Twitch, it's like, you're getting, like, what do you expect? What do you expect?
No man, Leo could just push forward and try to just dismantle the players that are there on the site. Up the pace, and it seems like that's exactly what they're going to try to do is Valen. Spraying and praying, but eating a bit of damage in return. Tries to slow down to the approach, but at the same time, Happyway's able to find Baby Bay. Balance tag down the two. Still fighting that.
I kind of feel like teams are falling off farming orbs. I think that ult usage in general has been very poor.
Rotation into the site. The time starting to get away from them. Has to go for the full stick, but Jogamo will strike in off the flank. Finds that kill. Leaf wanting blood. Will be rewarded with it. Nothing to be retained here on either side.
Also, conclusion of T1 versus CDG. EDG aren't very good, was my conclusion. And it's nothing to do with CB, even though like CB wasn't very good, but like it's not CB's fault.
In terms of the ult economy and their actual gun economy. Goes Baby Bay.
It's a BBL classic. Just dashing A to make the fake. And then this position looking crap, getting owned. Oh, he didn't check underneath the box.
Available for the potential retake as Raga's nearly fished out of that tower position.
See ya.
Happyway just goes for the spam. Finds the kill.
Nice Happyway.
Yeah, that is just unlucky. At the same time, Baby Bay now going to be taken down. It's a player advantage. Over to the side of XLG.
There's so much shit happening, I can't figure out what's going on.
Eventually will fall. The push forward through the cognitive divide and Leaf narrowly able to win out for the orbit.
It's gonna win, eh? Oh, okay. XLG doing okay so far.
Happyway's 12-4 right now.
See, now they do different smokes when they actually want to take deep middle.
is showing why.
Yeah, I don't. There's no conditioning.
Even a stinger
I think people
already.
just. There's no point of conditioning this meta, I
Take out the
guess.
G2, just
People just
sharing
don't
some classics
bother.
otherwise.
This is a
I think there is a
missed
point,
for
but
G2.
people don't
You
bother,
get
so.
any contact here, posting up, you could saw anybody. Still
Oh
don't.
man. We'll find a shot. One player gonna take it down to the video. Very strong awareness of this position from Baby Bay. Saw him drift across. And Baby Bay now last one standing with the classic. Just be dead to rights, and he will be 5-3.
Depends on the
XLG
game, Chelsea.
already having a very strong defender side. G2 feels like already needing to win this follow-up round. They've got 3 ultimates.
How do I rate Slice on this map? I don't know. I don't know how I feel about Harbor fully. I think that it's kind of hard for Harbor to like be in position. I'd have to go back and watch how NRG were running Harbor last year to see how they're in position all the time to get floods in with the Harbor. Because I don't know how. It doesn't seem easy to me. I like NRG's Viper right now though. I like the idea of Viper. I think that they're not playing it very well. Like they're playing weak side B with a wall that doesn't look the best, and then they try and hard hold against Judas and then lose. And then this wall doesn't seem like the best idea, whatever wall they're doing here. But in general, the concept of Viper seems quite fun. At least I play it over playing fucking double orb smoke. Yeah, that Viper would seem pretty bad. Thank you very much, Soe. Thank you for the sub. Apologies, I'm joining, but we're 3 out of 10 on new subs. I don't know if that's for today, but if it is, then for some reason Twitch is making you do. You're missing by 7 apparently. But thank you very much for the sub. I appreciate it. Did he move his cam or place? His face cam looks new. No. I just have the window. It's just that lighting changes everything. And I have a slight bit more lighting today. And then less lighting than usual. Oh, XLG should have won this round. That would have been G2 and Eco. I saw that bicep. Nice mini. My bicep curls, I think, are my best lift, actually. Lift? Exercise, I guess. Like, my friend usually lifts more than me on most stuff, but bicep curls, I got him.
Literally everybody's so good for
Right now.
XLG, and a late dart there from Trent. Baby Bay's ahead of the curve. So again,
I don't do preacher curls. I didn't even bother preacher curls. I tried preacher curls once and gave up. I was doing 15 kg dumbbell curls though last time. My form isn't the best though. I'm cheating a tiny bit. I'm not sat down.
Meanwhile, Raga trying to hold here in A main. Seems like they're suspicious. There's the push, but he's got the Guardian. He has the one tap. Will just make a very short hop exit back into the site. Baby cannot find the punish.
I think I'm gonna try and lose a little bit of weight though. I'm gonna try and lose a little bit of weight. I'm done being stocky. I wanna go back to thin boy.
The 1v4. It just feels like every time G2 find their foot.
Comes out. The 2-for-1 hits him on the slide too. That is filthy stuff. And Raga.
What actually happened this round? Sorry. Raga just playing across. 4v3 and Raga's playing here. I don't agree with it, but I'm liking that XLG are actually doing stuff on the map. You know how I said that like the line, like XLG have been pushing a lot. Like we've seen stuff happen here. We have seen stuff happen here. Even like here, like they have been doing some pushes. Again, G2 doing these shit smokes. They use 3 smokes, away they dash to take middle, to go into an A split. It might be, I think A split is probably the worst strat on the map. I know they got low guns, so like you got to do something a little bit weird, but they have enough ults and enough guns to do something normal. Why do people cut during summer? So that you can get your fucking, you take your top off and look like you got abs, I think is the reason.
Noise made in mid.
It's the Pro B link. It is a bit like Pro B link.
Scales in. It's flush against the box, but the swing could come through for Jaw, but no, hasn't gone around that top mid pillar.
They know he's there. They at least suspect.
Why is A-Split so bad? Try getting through this choke point and tell me how it feels.
Danger pings over it as
I saw that take recently. If you're above 10% body fat, 0 point bulking.
direction. Now they know for sure.
You should never be above 50% body fat as a man. Bro, that's a yellow card. You can't. You're allowed to be dumb, but you're allowed to be whatever fucking body fat you want to be as a man. Like, you need to chill out a little bit. There's very few people in the world that think like you. You are the weird one. And there's no reason to have this, like, dogmatic view on life.
Clear the recon. No info going to be gained there. Raga just staying flushed against the wall to push forward. Valen able to find one with a stinger. Baby Bay as well. Getting involved. Finds Lysor. The Harbor now taken down. It's frantic, spraying and praying for Raga, but eventually finds the reset.
I think people at that body weight probably look pretty good. You probably look pretty attractive, but I don't think you have to be 50%.
On the opposite side, this guy has been a menace. Now on the approach, is the one eating the early damage.
If you want to be that,
It's gonna have a lot to play with.
oh, it's suboptimal for muscle growth. Okay, but even at the same time, it's like, do you really need to be that dogmatic?
Stars are coming up.
Like, isn't it just mostly about like, do you really need to be min-maxing everything in life? Like,
Place them, try to make it
I know that as gamers, like, we like to do it,
the spawn
but
side,
like,
wrapping the
I
window.
don't think you need to be that intense.
Micro, but he's got going on in his approach is damn impressive, but Trent will be
Like, I feel like
the kill.
um,
Lone survivor once again, G2.
consistency is better than doing absolute min-max shit. You know what I mean?
Cleanly.
Like, this ain't a bodybuilding stream.
They pick him up as well, but in with a shout to try to make this a 6-6 half. They nearly
He's
have it
chat
back
mugging
then.
us, yeah.
Ultimate to utilize.
That guy's gym maxing right now.
It feels like some of these rounds come down to some hero plays for G2, where you need somebody to get that big 3K to reverse the great starts that XLG is having. Again, I can't credit XLG enough with the macro ideas, the strategic view that they have. Just sometimes they lose in these scrappy battles. View that they have. Just sometimes they lose.
Generally
in
speaking,
these
I don't think
scrappy
G2's
battles.
attack's been great here.
They get caught in a
Now they
time
have Exodia,
like we saw
and
John
maybe
go
this is the
early.
round someone said they ult before drones.
Move happy way over.
Yeah, they ult before drones. Generally speaking, you want your drone needs to inform where you're using your ult, and they've just decided to just ult.
Be able to
Their ults don't even combine that well. There is a little bit of a gap here where like they can like force them into, but there's a smoke, so. And if there was a smoke here, these ults do nothing.
sidestep it.
You want the drone to see where to ult. It's not that difficult.
Pushes up in towards
The
the
neon
tower.
stun there is beautiful though.
Overdrive now
That does feel oppressive. But it doesn't feel like it's a fully... It doesn't feel like... It doesn't feel like they use these ults with this stun on purpose, because it didn't feel like a Boaster Exodia strat where like you can't stand anywhere, you know?
up in towards tower. Clone to be cleared. Overdrive now going to be popped. And Happyway isolated, picked apart. Dogamo not looking to overstep, however, as the Hunter's Fury is now going to be called.
This person was just saying that like it's suboptimal to gain muscle above that body fat percentage, which is fine. It's if it's factual, it's fine.
See what he
I don't know
can
if it is
find.
factual.
These defensive positions, no, and has seen damn near everything, makes his exit. And now they get ready to go on the push. Baby Bay, however, still on tower. Takes out Lysor. It's a two-player advantage to the side of G2.
Yeah, I did read Spin's thing. I reacted to it a little bit yesterday. My take is that teams, like I was watching today Haven. I think teams have become so bad at Haven because I think Gen G have made teams so bad at Haven that now people don't know how to play the map, and then people make Viper look bad. And I think that one of the reasons is because in a double duelist meta, where it's really hard to hold C with the weak side, the Viper will bait you into thinking you should be playing weak side to hold, and then you lose to a waylay dash or a neon fucking going on you. And so most of the time I'm gonna presume that the wall looks bad because people are trying to hard hold, and then never use the wall for its push ability, for its garage ability, or for its retake ability. They just fucking use it to hard hold C, I think.
XLG a lead at the half. Hunter's Fear now coming through, scouted him out, and Valen will be able to find the shot on the drop. 6-6. We are all tied up at the half.
That was a really
I do
nice
think
round
that
there. Really nice set
there are
execution for
times where you
G2.
should be
All back
holding
conversion,
backside
fast
though
relay
with
able
it,
to follow
for
up
sure.
and clear out the corner that Happy Way is in. Really nice
It gives you
setup
that
on this one,
option,
and then he can just
but I
run
think if
it
that's your
down.
only
Nova Pulse there too. Great stuff.
idea,
Well,
then
G2 were able to sit back
of course
and
it looks
watch
shit.
XLG play this attacker side previously. What have they learned and can they shut it down? We'll find out after the halftime break.
Skinny fats just equal cut. What? That's not a question.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Welcome to a mini VOD review where he's not locked in and just yapping because of chat. It's more because these games aren't that good, so it's like really hard to be locked in. Like, if we're watching Paper X, I'm gonna be a bit more like, yeah, let's fucking get in there. But let's be real, these games ain't amazing.
But it's actually just a pretty spread formation, deep posts early. Jogamo. But it's actually just a pretty spread formation, deep posts early. Jogamo.
You were asking chat, sorry. Yeah, but your question makes no sense. I don't know what you're trying to say. You put the saying skinny fat just equal cut question mark? I don't even know what you're trying to say. Oh, you're saying if I'm skinny fat, should I just cut? I think most people would say yes.
There. Oh, sees the TP4, just pass it back away.
Jogamo 2. But it's actually just a pretty spread formation, deep posts.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah. You rewrote it. It's, yeah. I think most people say yes. If that's what you want to achieve, then yeah. If you're trying to, you know.
But it's actually just a pretty spread formation, deep posts early. Jogamo trying to get up there.
How'd you get up here as a neon, by the way? Is it you jump? How'd you make this jump as a neon? Is it this way? Is it A or is it B? It's A, okay.
Okay. But it's actually just a pretty spread formation, deep posts early. Jogamo trying to get up there.
Oh, sees the TP4, just pass it back away. Drops down, giving up that space.
Okay, 5v5 retake. We do have the harbor wall, and then another player getting caught in the dead man zone. This is ban position. If G2 win this round, I think that XLG could have won this map.
Then for the moment, two XLGs, they look to try to hold this line. Babyface swinging, finds the finishing shot, but Happy Way trades it. Leaf again, now on the hunt. Goes up and over the top, he's unanticipated.
Yeah, I think XLG could have won this map pretty easy.
There to try to protect Leaf, just body blocking as well, so the fuse gets held up to completion.
I don't think that G2 deserved to win this round. I don't think XLG deserved to. Like what? No man. It's a 5e. Oh, Leo's already dead though. Where did Leo die?
And for now, XLG will be in control of the site. Rotation could be coming through. Well, Happy Way. Spotted, but finds the headshot onto Trent.
They just spammed him. What? Why is he planting in the middle of nothing? Bro, they must have a protocol that's like this, but they just need to plant safe right now. They're fine. And then they're going for their push. It's just stupid, man. They win this round if they just play discipline.
Well, Dead is got as well as will be able to peel one back. So a 3v3 as the dust settles. Then for the moment.
Look, I'm not a fucking Jim Spo fucking streamer or anything.
away, trades it. Leaf again now on the hunt.
But
Up and
if
over the
someone's
top, he's under
suggesting you got a
pressure.
1,000 calorie deficit,
The cove there to try to protect
probably
Leaf.
not
His body
advisable.
blocking as well as the defuse gets held up to completion. 3K for Leaf.
That's in consult your doctor territory.
Real value out of Harbor, especially on a pistol round. Shield's gonna be tough to break. Great presence of mind there. Set one
They
up
saw 4
high
bodies
low
to spawn, but
there.
the plan was to hold spawns. They
On the
lost.
retake.
They should have adapted their strategy based on the fact that they had 5v4.
Drop one underneath, set up another one up top, get that high low, and it's so difficult for XLG. Another pistol going the way of XLG, but well, hang on. Oh, what a shock dart.
Ooh.
That is a massive bit of damage. 3 players tagged.
Friend
in that,
maxing.
eating the brunt of that.
Nice baiting. What's nice baiting?
Don't find anything more, but still.
Who have I ever been nice to? I said yesterday, the only people I'm nice to are the people that are like the best in the world at their thing. If you ain't the best in the world at your thing, then I don't care.
So now Duelist eliminated. That will come in. It's just Lysol.
Maybe I am just a min-maxer.
Lone player at full HP has a shorty in hand, playing his backside position, trying to see if anyone falls into his trap. Seems like maybe Giacomo getting a bit of a read of this one. Just sliding forwards, turning around. He's trying to find him. Eventually will be. Maybe Giacomo getting a bit of a read of this one. Just sliding forwards, turning around. He's trying to find him. Eventually will be able to do something. Not before Valen falls, but the cleanup will be. Orb. Make sure you get.
Well, the best jobless guy in the world.
Make sure you've got all the good weaponry.
Kind of like. It's almost me. I'm almost jobless.
In terms of what I'm seeing in their defensive product, see if you comes through to cut the pieces.
I was thinking today. I woke up at 9 a.m. today, or 9:30 a.m. And I thought, oh my god, I'm such a good human. Like I got up so early, and I remembered that like that would have been the latest I'd ever would have got up in like most of my life as a working adult. I was like, I'm a fucking mess, man. I love it. I love the fact that I'm able to just be such a fucking idiot.
Get that vision, get that early kill. Just play that flood retake, so they have a much harder time getting that plant down.
Oh, the film I was watching, by the way, I was watching. I might join Letterboxd. I don't know if you guys are on it. Is it Letterboxd? I might join Letterboxd. I don't think I'll end up rating films, but like I've been on a pretentious maxing recently. I watched Mirror by Tarkovsky. I watched Persona, Ingmar Bergman. And then I've been watching Stalker. I'm halfway through Stalker. I'm up to part 2. Another Tarkovsky. So I've been pretentious maxing. So I feel like I should cash in with a Letterboxd. At this point, if I'm sat there watching 3-hour-long Russian films, I need to cash in. I am Letterboxd maxing. So I think I might make one. I don't know how it works. Can you just like follow people on it? Is that how it works? You can just like follow people? Is it like social media? Yeah, okay. I might make one and then I'll put it in my Discord or something. You guys can follow me or something. Film social media? Okay. I'm gonna finish Stalker today, and then the films I got ready afterwards are gonna be Hello from Peru. Hello, Peru. What else have I got to watch after? One sec. I'm gonna watch Late Spring, which is Ozu film, Japanese. Late Autumn. No. What is it? Late Spring. One of them was like early summer or something. They're like they're named after the seasons. I've watched a lot of Kurosawa recently. Usually, like if I'm like in Valorant and like go to a country or I'm like involved with a country, like I try and like watch or read more from their country, you know. I need to watch The Piano Teacher. The only Haneke film I've ever watched is Kashe. Tokyo Story. I've watched In the Mood for Love, but I've only watched it once. It was a long time ago, so I'm gonna watch In the Mood for Love. And then Yi Yi, I've watched once, I think. So those are my pretentious maxing films. I'm gonna be cashed in on Letterboxd soon. Have you seen Cure yet?
All
No.
that looked really crisp and sharp from G2. Well rehearsed. A clear there for Giacomo so he can keep pressing forward, and it's a big stack.
Russian films. The only Russian films I've ever watched, I think are Tarkovsky films actually. Unless there's something I've accidentally seen that I've forgotten. I think it would only be Tarkovsky. I've watched Perfect Blue. I watched Perfect Blue at the cinema this year as well. It was very good. I like it a lot. It's a very good film.
From
He
G2.
is not alone in this. This is a massive
Kurosawa isn't really pretentious maxing. No, it isn't. I think Kurosawa is very accessible, but I think that there are like if you were to watch like High and Low compared to like one of his more like samurai based movies, I think that people would get bored. I think most people would get bored.
players, but it looks like they will just fade away. Not looking to go on the flank, baby bank.
You prefer Paprika? I've watched Paprika once, I think, a long time ago. I think I prefer Perfect Blue from what I remember.
Getting caught. Shocks at the ready. Some baiting here from XLG, trying to get this util out of G2 nice and early. Rack now down.
The on this art house film starring Patrick Stewart? No. No, I haven't.
Forward, and it's a big stack from
He
G2.
is not alone in this. This is a massive push out. 3 players, but looks like they will just fade away. Not looking to go on the flank, baby bank. Fires out a shot. We'll be able to find the clone. Tucks into the corner now, though, as the saturate lobs in. Double dash over to the side to avoid getting caught. Shocks at the ready. Some baiting here from XLG, trying to get this util out of G2 nice and early.
Harbor Wall was like cross. It's gone.
3 players, but it looks like they will just fade away. Not looking to go on the flank, baby bank. Fires out a shot. We'll be able to find the clone. Tucks into the corner now, though, as the saturate lobs in. Double dash over the side to avoid getting caught. Shocks at the ready. Some baiting here from XLG.
Wait, oh no, it's Neon Wall. Okay, Neon Wall's gone.
Right now down. The push forward moment on the peak. Able to find one. Giacomo eliminated.
Where's Valen's flash?
It's a big stack from G2.
Oh, he flashed. They did a full mid clear with stun, 2 smokes, and Harbor Flash.
Not looking to go.
And they used Harbor Wall for the flood. I think this is very inefficient.
We'll be able to find the clone. Tucks into the corner now, though, as the saturate lobs in. Double dash over to the side.
Do you also like listening to movie scene scores? No.
Some baiting here from XLG.
I don't listen to movie scores. What I used to do when I was working as a graphic designer is I'd put on a film in the background that I would listen to whilst I worked. If I was working somewhere where like they would definitely be weird with me doing it, I would just put it on the background. I'd have it in like a tab. And it'd be something I've watched 100 times.
Going to 1v1, the spike never planted. So Leaf just backs away. He dips full safe action. He's gonna have knife out and lead.
Wait, G2 completely fucked this up.
Eliminated. Leaf definitely.
Oh, no man just peeks. Okay, but still 4v3. There's, okay, 4v2. Oh god. I think XLG should have won this game. How close was this map? XLG probably should be winning this map right now. It wasn't close to half of this, okay. Okay. They should have like 3 or 4 rounds more.
Shaky moments despite some really good stuff at times from XLG today.
Many not fuck with Cornfield Chase. What the fuck is Cornfield Chase? Bro, I like Interstellar, but I'm not sat there listening to Hans Zimmer. Like, I might be on the spectrum, but I'm not that on the spectrum.
Tucks back, sends out a drone of his own up and over the harbor wall, gets a spot onto a couple of players. They do backpedal as now. Here comes the drop down, and Trent able to find a timing. Raga not reading that he was being flanked out of that position, ends up onto the wayside. This baby Bay looking for another no scope. This time won't be able to find it, but it's gonna be Valen. His turn to find the 3K. His turn.
Valen is dissect in front of it for those crossfires.
Who is the best? I mean, but the pretentious one in me. I like Johnny Greenwood's.
I like the variety that I'm seeing. I like the protocols that I'm seeing. And now
scores
they're
for
leaning over B,
Paul Thomas
expecting a
Anderson
change-up
films.
in ideology
Quite a lot.
from XLG. But XLG actually still thinking that A could be their money.
We could sign track Max after this map.
In towards mid-vent initially, but it's
John
too
Williams
back.
is obviously
Trying to
extremely
bait some
good.
rotations
John Williams
out.
is disgusting.
Such a pivotal round if XLG aren't able to
But
find
it's more like
there.
Hollywood. It like Johnny Williams was Hollywood. You know what I mean? Ludwig Göransson. What films did he do?
Check from Lysor.
The Odyssey, Oppenheimer, Sinner.
Drone to lead forward. Cosmic Divide gonna be
Big,
called
it's
in
big
from
Hollywood.
Valen sending out the ult, but gets the hit onto No Man, just pushes forward. Absolutely tears him to pieces. He's just locked him completely out of this.
Which isn't bad. It's just that like I think there's a different type. There's like I feel like soundtracks for those kind of films you have to get they're very catchy and very big. You know what I mean? Which is fine. They do them the best. But I do like the more subtle ones too.
It would have to be an ace clutch to get them back into this to stop G2 from advancing up to 11 round wins.
I would hope he just saves here.
I have the spike.
Feels like you might have to. Take the time, lock in along the wall, set up time. It's just now just cancels. Sending out the ult, but gets the hit onto No Man.
Valen ulting as a reaction here is kind of funny. He's solo holding A with a harbor ult, but it's kind of nice.
Absolutely tears him to pieces. He just locked him completely out of the side. Now sets up another wall. Holding close, turns the flash, and has Paranoia sent through, but Valen still holding close, turns the flash.
The turn of the flash is pretty easy when you hear it. You hear it, it just turned. It's not that big a deal.
Look to that.
I like Trent Reznor's score for Social Network. The Social Network score is beautiful.
And does nearly manage to get that ace.
Lysos round the bridge for the plant off of its angle. So
I don't know any others he's done.
Just come in and help that extra room of space so they could set up that crossfire outside of the main. Beautiful.
The Moneyball score? I don't remember, to be honest. I like Moneyball.
And it hasn't been too long since the previous one, but this is where we thought
somewhat of a planning will be one of the mains, but consider
Valen not wide angle from backside, trying to see if he can sneak a catch on anyone. Smoke will disrupt him though. Quickly makes his exit. Meanwhile,
I think this game was actually reasonably close.
breaking the door,
This map was close.
look what they're doing. They're completely fanning out away from the ace.
I did watch the EDG game.
Of that util that's been
I did watch the EDG game.
breaking the door, cuts across
Yeah.
into mid.
Look what they're doing. They're completely
Yeah.
fanning out away from the ace.
I wasted my life. But we ended up talking about anything else that wasn't Valorant, so that's fine. XLG are actually not bad here. I think this map was close. I'm actually fine. I'm fine with XLG.
Think about where he could have TP'd to.
I'm fine with XLG here.
Valen is already hugging back towards the defender spawn, so knows that he hasn't gotten
I've been extremely negative the entire time towards
pretty much all
China,
players
but
playing in front of this.
this map was actually reasonable.
Players now on the site itself. Braga
Should have won a lot more. Could be like even scored line here.
able to find Doggo with a push forward into the smoke, gets Valen as well as Trent gets taken. Oh, spawn, so no quick.
Them when they may fan.
Smoke will disrupt him though. Quickly makes his exit. Meanwhile,
Playing 1A every time, retake a lot of retake A from G2.
They're completely fanning out away from the ace.
Like even with someone who's dashed in, they're like staying 3B, which is crazy. Not doing anything. They're just playing retake A.
Pants hasn't gotten himself into that.
And then Lysor's got the... This angle, I need to try it in ranked, man. I said it before. This angle looks disgusting. Like, you can't be seen anywhere, and then you can take your timing peak on both sides.
Cosmic Divide, same time going to be called in, but pretty much all players of XLG playing in front of this. 3 players now on the site itself. Draga trying to fish for something there with that sheriff up over the top. Lysor with the Phantom, able to find Doggo with a push forward into the smoke, gets Valen as well as Trent gets taken. Working a picked apart drip.
Plants in a main isn't going to be
That's a
effective.
shot.
They know that holding those deep post plants in a main
It's
isn't going to
fast.
be effective against this comp. The way that they're able to layer those smokes. I mean, you saw it this time with the Cosmic Divide cutting off main. That we have to play a little bit on site, so that means we have to create space.
Happy Way got more than
And
1
have
kill in their
those
attack. He went
angles.
16 and
Have
6
those
defense,
extra
just
angles. We
died.
can have a little bit of a
I think that's
safer
just
post
Astra.
plant, so they're gonna commit
Stop
some
motion
resources
films.
some extra bodies to that early. So now we
Does
need to see what kind of
Wallace and Gromit count as stop motion? Because if so, then yeah, I fuck with stop motion. I've watched what was there was like an adult film. An adult film. I don't mean it like that. I mean like who's the dork that writes fucking good films? The dork. Charlie Kaufman? Was it a Charlie Kaufman film? Yeah, Anomalisa I've watched. That was pretty good. Wallace and Gromit is fantastic. Yeah, Anomalisa is pretty good. I also watched okay, that's slight tangent. I went to the BFI once to watch I think I was trying to watch like a Fellini film or something. Because it was like Italian cinema month or something at the BFI. And I accidentally walked into the wrong cinema and started, you know, usually the films I'd watch have like an older audience. There'd be lots of old people. And in this cinema, there's a lot of like younger people. And then it was like, it ended up being like a psychedelic 70s Japanese film that was like hand drawn and beautiful. But in the first 5 minutes, there was a scene that involved something that I can't even say on Twitch, I don't think. But it involved sex in a way that wasn't wanted. Like it was not, and I was like, this isn't Fellini. Why am I watching this? I'd have to try and find it because it was actually like the actual drawings and stuff are kind of cool. Frigid. I mean, if you saw the scene, it was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. 90s. Psychedelic. I'd have to find it. Oh, it was called Belladonna of Sadness. It was called Belladonna of Sadness. It was like hand painted, hand drawn, like kind of vibe, you know? Like everything looked like this. It was kind of cool, but it was not what I went to see.
adjustment.
I don't remember it. Was it Japanese? I don't even remember what it was. Yeah, Japanese, yeah.
G2 is considering.
The problem is that I went by myself as a young man, and it looked a bit sus that I was just like, you know, I was like, wait, I'm not the kind of guy that goes and watches this kind of film by myself.
Shorty more than enough to get the kill. Looks like XLG with that kill, and still not going to be leaning fully into A. They want to explore in the mid once again. Valen just around the corner. Would almost certainly be dead to rights with the stinger at this range, but then again, if anything, anybody can work a miracle with that gun, it would be him, but Leaf going to be the one getting taken down. Leaf from
He's to that early. So now we need to see what kind of adjustment G2 is considering. But it's
G2 keep putting the stars
little stock
there.
standard other than what Valen's doing.
Baby has that refract, sees the dash, and he's
Huh?
right there in front. Baby has that refract, sees the dash, and he's right there in front of No Man.
No Man's kind of just shit on him. Valen's made a huge play though. Through the smokes.
Looks like XLG with that kill, and still not going to be leaning fully into.
The problem with not playing Senti is you could probably pretty much do this like all the time. If you don't have any Senti, you to
Explore in the mid once again. Valen just around the corner. He'll almost certainly be dead to rights with the stinger at this range, but then again, anything, anybody can work a miracle with that gun. It would be him, but Leaf will be the one getting taken down. Dimensional drift going to be invested. Valen Looking to try to get the collapse here on the happy way. Will be able to do so. Gets himself a weapon upgrade. Meanwhile,
I mean,
Raga,
XLG should win this round easy, right?
Snappy with that shot, but quickly
Goes down to
trades out.
3v2 somehow.
Keeps him in with the advantage.
Drawing up heaven.
Well, actually,
There's not much to say. I think XLG win this. They invest the Waylay ult, which is kind of rough.
Valen's still gonna be good for one. Jump spot. Sees another. Trying to hit the stun. Yo, eating a bit of damage. Sends out the recon. Will have the clear, but gets the double ping. Knows that they're advancing from this. The clean will be XLG.
Keep it up.
More ultimates available.
Server ult ready. They go B. Valen's just playing no fear. G2 have 4 ults here, so it's like I want to see. Valen just seems to be wanting to rush in, which is probably a mistake. I think this wall is. I know some way.
Double dashing forward, trying to see if he spots anybody. Happy way.
Okay, they're trying to re-clear, but ultimately 0 frags, whiffing. Nice push out from G2 though. Still a bit surprising considering how many ults they had to go for a full push. But
To set you up with those. Here comes a big one. There's a huge setup.
same round again. G2 still got ults. Harbor ult and Sova ult. Sova ult's from fucking here. It's gone to Narnia.
Finally trying to attack into this B side. Hunter's Fury going to be opened up. Leap Valen able to find one apiece. The duelists are gone. There's that entry power. That dives dispatched.
Harbor playing B and then just plays retake A. It's basically their idea.
So much more.
GG.
20 there, so I don't think they're out of individual form. They
Wait, what? Sorry, wait. Oh, I thought Wyatt was casting. It's not. It's Wyatt's analyst task. I was so confused why I'm now hearing Wyatt. How do you study which team macro-wise on a map is good? You have to understand map theory well enough to know whether a team is good on the map or not. Like, you don't know. Like, if you don't understand the map yourself, then you can't tell the difference between a team that might be good just domestically versus globally. Like, I think that Corrode, for instance, is a map where I don't think EMEA are very good at. But, like, because I think I know Corrode fairly well. Oh, not... I know Corrode well enough to, like, be able to compare the regions. And I think that EMEA might be, like, not very good at Corrode. So if a team's good at Corrode and EMEA, I don't think it's that valid. I often feel explicit depictions of that stuff are overzealous and unnecessary. It's enough to set up the scene to frame it and then move on without actually showing the thing. I think if you're literally a film like the film I was referring to that is very artistic and intentional, then I think that it makes sense to show the thing because you're showing the thing for an artistic purpose and not just for shock value. I think that people who are good at their jobs do that shit well, you know? Which region do you think has the best pro for this event? I think it's quite even, to be honest. Off the top of my head, I think it's quite even. I think pro is one of the maps China's actually not bad at, comparatively to the rest of their map pool. I think EMEA has, you know, we have 2 teams that I think can play the map. And then I think APAC and America's historically have been the better regions on the map. Yeah, I mean, I understand what you're saying about it being done poorly, usually. Why do you think Jugomo is so bad stats-wise? I think he overcommits on entries, and I think that has been a problem. I think that he is also kind of selfless, but he's too, like, I think he goes in too much. Like, he's too... And I don't think G2 at the moment are going to be setting up Jogamo in a way that he should be set up. I think that they're playing very loose. What do you think went for RQ in the 3 finals? I can't remember. They played against good teams and they just lost to better teams. There was a little bit of mental boom, I think, too. But what's that Ultra called again? Fucking Jemkin was getting shut down consistently. It's what it felt like in a lot of the maps. Soundtrack maxing, soundtrack films. Best soundtracks of all time. Best soundtracks. Best scores of all time, shouldn't it be? Best scores. Wikipedia has an AFI 100 years of film scores. I mean, this is gonna be. I watched Lawrence of Arabia and I like Lawrence of Arabia, but I can't remember the score at all. Godfather, the Godfather's score is obviously good. Why is it only showing me 25? Oh, it's 100 years, but just top 25. It's a lot of old films. Lawrence of Arabia, 3rd. Give me that Lawrence of Arabia right now. Lawrence of Arabia score. I do recognize it.
Were outplayed in the macro.
Yeah, but I just think
Blade Runner's good. Lord of the Rings. Yeah.
the individual stuff from G2
Apocalypse
is
Now.
gonna be...
I don't like Apocalypse Now as much as it's like liked, you know? I don't quite get why it's liked as much as what it is. I like it. I do like it, but I'm not like, you know what I mean? I'm not like this is a top 5 movie of all time kind of film, you know?
bonkers with this
But
comp.
maybe I'm just
You know, it's a
dumb.
comp that they nicked from Paper X,
Yeah.
and it's all about individual stuff.
The movie itself. The book it comes from seems more interesting because it's about like it's adapted from the book about the is it the Congo? Yeah, about Congo.
Their attack side calling was great when they played this comp previously. They were able to have some really hard-hitting executes around job with this Phoenix. And then later
It
in the
is
half,
brutal
into
though.
several
It is a
fakes.
brutal film,
They
and
were
the
able to
visuals are
execute
beautiful.
100% defense win rate on one of these stacks.
I think I prefer Deer Hunter in terms of like a war film. And then Full Metal Jacket, like it could be better, but like the first half of that film is ludicrous.
Needing to win on their opponent's map pick, needing to have a strong performance on this Haven, where G2 have looked electric with this new comp, with this stylistic change. And that's just to push it into that third final decider map.
Especially around the till to cut through it, to kind of slow up some of the attacks, you know, let the Neon go through and deal with.
Is this a Phoenix playing with the KC gun, buddy?
Got some good plans.
That's funny. In KC play Phoenix and get flamed, but when G2 play Phoenix, they get praised. Give it the buddy on. That's kind of funny. I mean, to be honest, I still don't like Phoenix, but it is what it is.
Dog, speaking of, curve ball out. He's got a punch.
And he is spotting so many players.
See ya.
It's going to be Raga, who runs him down, Leaf dead at the same time. The duelists arming their way forward into the C side.
Do we? Well, sorry, I was gonna skip. We won this round, surely.
Yeah. Gets the better of him. Checks in, tries to go for the slide forward. Well,
I could skip, right? Yep. Okay. Fast opener, easy opener.
Just the Bucky for Leaf.
Joe gets the orb.
Gather orbs as quickly as one can. Trying to get the fast track on the ult.
Get a little store
flight. Even then, would just be Valen with a shorty, but
Huh?
actually check the corner. Now they have it confirmed. He's got no way to get out of this position, but it looks like XLG don't really want to even try to challenge him.
Anti-eco looking a bit rough right now.
Back away, but they do get a shot
They don't have
to take it
space
down
anywhere,
25.
and they've just used their drone and smoke.
Same time, hey, lobby control in the hands of G2. Allen still holding at garage with that shorty.
Just trying to hold tight angles, trying to see if they can get some more value.
I think anti-ecos might be like, someone needs to give teams anti-ecos or something, because this is a bit rough.
Swing out. No easy way to clear that recon,
Okay,
and Valin
all
will
good
do
in the
it.
end. The re-hit's fine.
We'll find one. Swing around the back. Bulldog gonna be scooped up for Jogamo.
Just waited for the recon.
Cut damage he can get with it. He's down to 42 and doesn't have this low line.
This is good. Let's see if now
Okay,
we can
4-1A.
disrupt that a bit.
They can find themselves a bonus conversion. This would be monstrous for them to run their way back into this. This baby bank.
What are your thoughts on Phoenix Euro comp out compared to the default Genji comp with Neon? I don't like Genji's Neon comp. I would prefer to run the Euro in that comp, and I think most teams are playing that comp pretty terribly. I think most teams should be on double duelist. I think that Phoenix is whatever. I think they should just be mostly running Euro Wele. What do you think about Oma versus Astra? I generally think that Astra is better on almost every map. I think Astra's better on every map. I think Omen's more a comfort agent. Sliggy says the Euro is bad in that comp on attack. Yeah, that's because Sliggy watches teams play who are terrible at the game and can't play attack sides. It's not that hard to manipulate the map. Haven is not a map in which you need to brute force because there's 3 bomb sites. As long as you can manipulate the rotation so that there's a weak side somewhere, you can go in. It's not that deep. Like, if you can take a lot of the map as attack naturally, and then you just make sure that you're not running into 5 people and you're fine. Probably the best map to not play a hard entry on. Yeah, pretty much. It's never been a map in which you've needed... There's been a period where people were playing Raze over Jet on this map, because the idea of playing a hard entry was kind of out of favor. It's never been a map where you've needed a hard entry. You only need a hard entry if you're kind of bad. It's a band-aid. So I think that Euro is way better. The problem is people aren't very good at this map anymore. So I would recommend most teams should play double duelist.
Back.
There's usually a gap somewhere on the map, yeah.
Not even that much damage gonna be found. Leon still.
I don't think me and Sticky necessarily disagree that much. I think it's the interpretation of what's happening is different. Maybe Slicky thinks it's bad, but it's like, I don't think it's bad. It's just we're both suggesting the team should stop playing it. It's just that I don't think it's bad. It's just teams aren't good.
That is a critical pick.
That creates a lot of problems for G2 now. So you're going to have to throw bodies to get info.
It's a lot easier to play this map if you just run at people and hard exec. It's a lot easier. I don't know why Astra became a meta. Astra was always better than Omen in my opinion. If you played it at skill ceiling. It's just that most people just prefer to play with a paranoia. That's pretty nice. In this meta, the Astra makes more sense because there's less utility, and so dissipates become a lot more valuable to default the map. That's the way I would describe it. And then if people are always just hard hitting sites, Astra's pretty good at stopping that. It's like watching me on Haven, man.
Out of nowhere once again. And if you're out here scratching your head wondering what in the hell just happened, finds a jump here on the leaf.
Leaf.
Wondering strafing his way out in the mid, but now they have his position noted. The spike still dropped outside window. Trent, look forward. Raga, wanting to try to isolate him, find his kill, will be able to do so. Now he can just try to stay alive. 5 HP. We'll go his separate ways. Jogamo on the prowl, looking to try to get the catch. Spots him, but can't quite find him through the box. But Paladin is there, situated on the C side to clean it up. It does get messy.
Do you think Glyph's Astra is the reason behind Mate's dominance? Nope. No, I don't think so. I think it helps that they play a good agent, but no.
Those curveballs, but those last 2 shots are outrageous from Jogamo. Oh my
when he hits.
Sliggy is trash. He says you need to save in pistol rounds. It's an interesting idea. But yeah, it is an interesting idea. I don't know if it's right. I think the idea that if you have someone like Kong Kong in your team and you're already playing from a disadvantaged position, i.e. you're not as good as the other teams, doing something risky like that is probably a good move. I don't know if it's correct for a team that's like even, but it's interesting.
Seems like he's gonna take a round for you.
I'm not saying it's good. I'm saying it's interesting. I'm curious, not judgmental. I think it's probably not correct, but
Now he's got the ult. Shotgun there for Leaf. He's got the judge. Gonna be posted up.
I miss when Chinese teams would dive into window, fuck a boast to an F-less default. You're not going to see XLG do that stuff. XLG are a little bit more chill.
One of the things about this comp is a fade.
He said there's only for Chambers getting up. Yeah, I mean, in the context of it being Kong Kong Chamber on a team that isn't doing very well, I think it could be a good idea.
Escape danger have to be really, really good.
Because, like, realistically, he's probably thinking they ain't going to win this unless Kong Kong literally goes nuclear or not, which is fair. Who do you think has the best Haven? Who does have the best Haven? Is it BBL right now? Payforex maybe in APAC. Gentlemates maybe? Gentlemates maybe? They barely are beating teams though. I don't know. I think EMEA's Haven's not bad. I think that BBL's pretty good. Didn't Energy get shit on Haven recently though? I don't think Energy's Haven's anything special for them. Personally. I think it's a good map for them, but it's not like... I don't think it's like... You know... I think they're very strong at Haven. I think they're top 5 team in the world in Haven, for sure. But they're kind of top 5 in the world at a lot of maps, probably.
Judge is going to be in play just on the other side of that door. Pilot this one very cautiously.
Are G2 actually good at this map? Just copying the stuff that I know they smash EDG here, XLG here, sorry. With this comp, they beat MRBR 13-4, XLG 13-3. G2 are probably going to get up there too. Is Energy beating TL? I don't know.
Looks like this is going to end up being an A lean for XLG.
I'm not prediction slopping.
The other side of that door.
I mean, G2 don't have any control. Very, very passive right now.
Looks like this is going to end up being an A lean for XLG.
Yeah, nothing. No TP here either. Only 2 people, eh? They do have hard... Wait. They do have util to hard stall. They have a weird setup here. Seize, Molly, star, and then we're going to see Juggerman probably ult from back here and run in.
You have some stars there at the front of the site too to maybe disrupt this execute.
They're ready for the Seize Molly.
And then the third person comes in.
Seize and the Molly end up going out a little bit early, and now looks like XLG going to be calling for a pivot.
Oh, nice pivot, but 20 seconds left is probably not... Phoenix is seeing everything here. Leaf. Yeah, Melons. Pure Melons. They're so slow going A there.
Heavyweight will push his way forward.
Once they seem to get their feet planted and start to go, and there you go.
Yeah, prediction sloppings for Plat Chat. Anything content pilled is Plat Chat time.
Once they seem to get their feet planted,
Talk about Sentinels and 10s and prediction slopping. That's for Plat Chat. It gives me stress talking about that stuff, man. I get stressed talking about content slop.
Bit of a rough start here on this Euro, just the 1 kill we found thus far. Looking for the entry, push forward, Raga instantaneous with that one. Giacomo narrowly able to stay alive.
It's just like look look at the decision making from this G2 in 2026. It's just yep.
Narrowly able to stay alive.
Limit testing.
Didn't use a check forward, and Leo just tucked into the cubby. Does manage to outdo him. He's it now to a 2v3, but Trent on the swing, instantly able to find Leo. No man now dead as Baby scales all the way out of a lobby. It is all down to Lysor. 1v2 to try to clutch this up.
God, the way he's been shooting today, though.
I think G2 be playing a lot of Astra, and then this composition was PaperX played Astra in this composition. So I'd imagine that Valen's probably accepting that Astra's pretty good. I would imagine now that PaperX are playing Omen, that he might end up switching to Omen the moment they start losing, though.
Make the TP, but ends up getting caught by the C's. Stuck in position for now. Baby just going to be joining in alongside Trent here at the garage.
Raven, that looks like a statement, and I don't really know. I've talked about that stuff a lot.
But Lysor, the quick peek, he's able to isolate one. He's looking for the second, but
that's from Trent.
Gonna get cut down, but that swing by Trent.
The push out from Baby B, that was pretty big.
Just barely able to win that last one against Lysor.
He did pop the tour de force, so he had that long range option.
If you can recall, how did EDG win Champs 2024? The things that I liked from EDG were they immediately re-clears on defense. As soon as they lost information on the map, they would re-push defense. And the best teams on defense in the world historically have been ones that are very good at re-clearing and then pushing out for info. And EDG were very good at that. They also had a Neon player at the time that was fucking frying, which helps a lot with your attack sides.
Just in case, so we'll not have that, but
I don't know anything else because I didn't really study. Like I was done with Valorant after 2024. I stopped coaching, so I was kind of chilling. So I wasn't really studying EDG. I was just relaxing.
Again, is going to be looking to try to utilize this overdrive. Wall. There's Leaf gets this Nebula pop and finds Leo as well as the spike. Happy way swinging around the back, but he's already out like a thief in the night. It's a quick gate crash out towards safety, but no man trying to fight back here at Sewers. It's a little bit of assistance from his Omen. Trent will be taken down, so now a 3v3. Raga, instantly dispatched. What a shot from Leaf. Cleans him up. Out. Aside from Raga, catch a plenty.
Interesting. Phoenix Wall.
Be useful against everybody aside from Raga.
Baby based down middle.
Try to utilize this overdrive. Leaf gets this pop. Finds Leo as well as the spike. Happy way.
Leaf's doing quite well in these rounds.
It's a quick gate crash out towards
unnecessary double push.
Back here at Sewers. It's a little bit of a quick gate crash out towards safety, but no man trying to fight back here at Sewers. It's a little bit of assistance from his Omen. Trent will be taken down, so now a 3v3.
It's just stupid, to be honest. Like, why do you need to double push that in a 5v4? They still win out advantages. They still win out of the trades, but it's a bit stupid.
Still holding his own. Once again, asked to do it all. Maybe you see the gun barrel. The second into it.
Leaf takes that one player.
I want to master Astra. Do you play in a team or do you just play ranked? If you just play ranked, don't bother. If you genuinely just want to because you find it enjoyable though, then you just watch any Astra player at VCT level because there's not many of them. Watch Valen, watch Boaster, watch Forsaken, watch Glyph.
Clear of the recon, Baby Bay.
You're playing duo with my friend on Viper? Jesus Christ, that sounds like you're never gonna win any games. Astra Viper ranked? You guys ain't gonna win games.
Panic jump from him. What a shot from No Man, shutting down Leaf. Weapon not gonna be recoverable here for
the best agent to learn for ranked. I mean, I would right now Waylay probably. But it's gonna get nerfed probably. Duelist and Clove is the answer. If you're very good, then like the tier list of duelists is like you want to start with like the Reyna type duelist, and then gradually go up to like a Phoenix, and then if you can hard entry a Jet, and then like Waylay, and then like Yoru. Like it's not it's a scale of like how the skill ceiling on the agents increases, but also the difficulty of them increases, and therefore the win rates are lower. Neon is up there. Neon is like Neon is up there. It's probably like above Jet, you know. Neon's very strong for ranked, but you have to like
Trent has taken some forward space. Vandal in hand.
yeah.
Alarmbot will have heard
It
that
just
from
depends on
Trent.
what style you want to play, and then how much you want to actually learn. Because ultimately, like the easiest one to play is probably just like Reyna Phoenix, you know.
There's the clear, there's the overdrive coming through the
ISO is also good. Like it just depends what your style is. Like all of those duelists are really good at ranked, in my opinion. It's just like Yoru is much harder, and probably the hardest and the one I would suggest the least. But if you can master it, it's very strong on defense because obviously you can just be both sides at the same time.
into position. They are cognizant though of the space they've given up. Won't raise the power to chase. Come back online forwards. That is a from the con, Baby Bay.
It is shit like this where I'm just like G2. It's always gonna look good when G2 are playing teams worse than them. This kind of style is always gonna look good. As soon as they play a team that's probably on their level or better, it's when it's gonna get tested. Is this necessary right now? On an anti-eco? Is this necessary anti-eco? And then is this after having this necessary anti-eco? Like I would say no to most of these things. I think taking a risk in a 5v4 is fine, but anti-eco I don't think is necessary.
They are cognizant though of the space they've given up. Won't raise the power to chase. There's the clear, there's the overdrive coming through the block. Good Raga still able to find it. Goes down 4 HP, narrowly survives. Donovan trying to get into position.
We get bailed out by Julga though.
On the site. Sends out the molly, the curveball through, gets the connection on the bolt, and Jogamo. Ooh. He will be sat down, but such damage.
I've started playing Cloven ranked. Wait, what happened here? So he gets down to a 2v2.
He will be sat down, but such damage dealt. Gets it into an even numbered situation, but do they read this flank? No man on the approach will have eyes on Baby Bay, and he will have him dead to rights. And he can even drive a knife into him if you want, but no, we'll just go for the headshot. And that now leaves Valen. See if he can clutch this out.
Oh, the drone didn't see him, did it?
Able to skirt across, and no man is not watching for this at the moment. A critical timing to get this into a 1v1. Leo
That's crazy. Didn't put the turret. I think he should have put the turret the other way around. Surely.
on the other side, tucked away down below, and he will be able to find it. A MasterCard
That should have
for
been right now.
XLG to win their third round.
By Lysor, what's your pocket?
My bad. I keep scraping my microphone.
Why present Teo? They do a little bit. It's just initiators aren't very strong right now.
A couple different things here in that round that were kind of a little bit wonky, but you know what? You get through it. Even though Jog again almost pulls off another 4K.
Is there any style change that Astra brings compared to Ermin? Defaulting on maps is easier with dissipate fake smokes. Post plant is better. The ult is better. Cross map abilities are better. It's worse for solo anchoring, get out of jail free card stuff, and it's worse for like being part of the trap probably.
Would have been a difference ends well there.
Especially if they're able to string together a consecutive win.
Yeah, you're finally
We got Killjoy ult, so we just need to get Killjoy ult down, Viper ult combo, and we win this round. If we can find an angle into a Killjoy ult, we're good.
Anti-pressure like we saw on Abyss with the Harbor, where you find out where that exec is coming through, and that's when you hit him with the ult. And they're in position to maybe do that. You throw the run it back at it. He's Cosmic Divide to come into pieces.
I don't think they quite got the spot there on the Valen. Shut down to the TP over the backside. Jogamo just going to be snapped. I think they quite got the spot there on the Valen.
Instead, we just go C. We let G2 have the deep line. They have 3 people C. Don't really know what they're doing.
Down to the TP over the backside. Jogamo just going to be snapped back with the ultimate, but not before he's able to find No Man. So now that lockdown unable to come into play. Leading the charge, scaling forward, but this Nebula about to dissipate. He's right out into the open, leap on flat. Makes quick work of him. Jump peeks to find the other players. Now once again,
They should just be
Lysor
going A and getting the
trying to
ult
clutch
down.
it out
It's,
to
I don't
16
think
in
I
the
would.
1v3.
If it feels like there's 4 people A, then you run to C and you save the ult. You do what NRG do. Thank you very much for the Prime sub. Can I translate that?
Trent will clean it up.
I don't know how to say your
G2
name.
up to 6.
Yeah, again, it's just a good read at the beginning of the
Riki.
round
Is it Riki?
by Valen. Saying, I think they might go C. Let's put our heavy stack that
It says
side.
Lai Ji when I translate it, but then it says in English Riki.
Need to use the cosmic divide there because
Oh, too old. Okay, too old. I didn't see you had your English in brackets. I forget that you guys do like the Mandarin and then you have the
great planning and
English
Boya's probably just
or Latin.
wondering
No,
how am I gonna
is it
fix
English?
this?
What's our letters based on? What do we call it? What do we call our alphabet? Is it Latin? I've just said Latin and you've just said Latin. Not Arabic. What are you talking about?
Happy Way is a
You think this is Arabic? Romanized. Romanized? Okay.
shotgun there as a Viper.
Obviously our words are not Arabic. Have you seen the way they write? It's way different than ours.
Bit of a spot out on that cross. Nano gets popped. Trying to clear out the corner. Now the push can continue. Lockdown going to be in play. Obviously, no Silva, but we'll just be that Nightfall coming through and Jogamo.
Does Arabic use the sorry for the inconvenience. Shut up. There's no inconvenience. Does Arabic write them the same way? No, but you guys are fucking up this too. Like they don't write the numbers the same way either. That's not how it works. I'm not asking you who came up with numbers. Like they write numbers differently too in Arabic, don't they? The script is Arabic. Yeah, exactly.
Unscouted in this position, just scales
Yeah, I'm not asking who came up with the concept of language, you nutters.
Still applying pressure from A main. Pit now blooming in the spot onto one Lysor, going to be picked apart as Leaf is able to find the corner. Meanwhile, scouted they clear out the corner.
Yeah, so Killjoy ult goes down.
Lockdown going to be in play.
They got nothing to break it. Fade ult goes in to delay. Nice by Jorg, and then a nice reactions here. I don't love the ult, but it distracts long enough, and then we have a full contain over A. We've not, like, this is, I'll be honest, pretty bad from XLG. You can't send 5 sewers. We do need some people long to deal with this. It's not that hard.
Clear up the corner. Now the push can continue. Lockdown going to be in play. You see, no Silva. He'll just be that Nightfall coming through. Jogamo unscouted in this position. Just scales forward. Is able to find that kill now. Sets up the wall. Tucks away in the corner. Meanwhile, Leaf is still applying pressure from A main. Trying to keep this Phoenix protected. Pit now blooming in the spot onto one Lysor. Going to be picked apart as Leaf is able to find that kill. Bucky comes in. Valen gets taken down. Jogamo just storming his way forward into this pit, but has not been able to find that Viper quite just yet.
This is called Epic Pen. Epic Pen.
Baby Bay dead here, just around on the swing, tucking into the corner. Leaf decayed all the way down to 1.
That's a little bit Arabic.
Oh, this is heartbreaking for players. And it almost works for Happy Way.
Okay. I don't know how that got so close. I think G2 completely outplayed them that round. And then, yeah, this round's over. G2 does some nice stuff on this map. I think their over aggression is going to get caught out by better teams, though.
Great shutdown. Baby Bay unable to find that opening pick. Leo, the hell of a shot, but Trent just pushes forward into that fast lane, finds the kill onto Raga. The Hunter's Fury from Leo frantically searching, trying to find where he ended up. At the same time, Jogamo storming his way forward. Gets some damage
He dinked him, man.
Kill, snaps back with the run it back, and Lysor
Like this. Like, you think that this is acceptable gameplay? It's just not acceptable. Like, he gets a kill, but it's not acceptable.
anything else.
It is literally like, it must be so fun playing in G2 right now, knowing you're allowed to do anything you want to. Like G2 are just like, yeah, we'll do anything we want to do. He had C's too. I mean, C's doesn't really mean anything.
For now, still going to be holding them in position. And just on the opposite side, the wall to fall, spot out, and there's the spray down.
It's like PaperX owned them so hard over the past few tournaments that they're now like, we gotta try and play like that. It's just, yeah. Some of it's good, but some of it's just really not appropriate. They need to mix the two styles together, in my opinion. Right now, they're trying too hard to be PaperX. Like, if I was Sideshow in Americas doing like a telestrator now, like I would highlight all of these rounds in which like G2 are doing like these solo plays that like make no sense in situations that make no sense. But then also maybe highlight some areas, so highlight some plays in which they like do plays that make sense with the aggression. Like show the yin and the yang of them copying PaperX style. Like show both sides, you know.
40 health between the remaining players, and Joggermo still here, still looking.
It's nuts, but it's unexpected, so it can work. Yeah, but it's not. I don't care. Like that's, is it plus EV? The answer is probably not. I don't care if it's unexpected. It's not plus EV.
To be the gatekeeper of this site. The top of the plant now has to be committed to. Heavyweight will find it, and it's going to be narrow.
There are situations in which the unexpectedness doesn't matter. I think overall, if you're thinking about like a poker kind of game, to throw in unexpectedness helps with your range for sure. But to throw them in situations that make no sense whatsoever usually is just negative EV, you know?
G2s.
Why are you 6'7"ing? They got... That's so funny. You sub to my stream and they just start 6'7"ing out of nowhere.
9-3, the tournament live.
I think that's a fair usage of a sub to my channel. It's just throwing out the 6'7" emote for no reason. Why do I have a 6'7" emote? Why do I not have a 6'7" emote? Would be the question. I find 6'7" really funny. Like, I'm allowed to watch Tarkovsky and also enjoy 6'7".
Deficit as they shift over to the defending side of this map. G2 have been running laps around them.
I'm trying to fit in. I'm not trying to fit in. I'm not trying to fit in. I find genuinely it kind of funny. I find the idea that something that has no, there's like a surreal humor to it that makes no sense. I find it actually kind of funny, and I find it funny that people get annoyed by it. Like, it's just silly. It's just silly. I find it kind of like, on some level, it's like almost like community, like, it's like bringing community together on some level. Like, it's actually kind of funny. And it's so like, because it's got no meaning, it's funnier. It's also funny that it's not funny, too. It's like laughing at 6ix9ine. No, it's not like laughing at 6ix9ine. It's not. It's not. It's not like laughing at 69, even though 69 is also funny. 69 is not the same. It's the fact that there's no reason behind it. 69 is inherently kind of funny, even though it's not, you know what I mean? But 6'7" is actually meaningless. It's Dada-esque. It's a reaction to our nihilistic times, like how Dada was born out of the post-World War II era, of the PTSD and trauma of that era, and so life became nihilistic and meaningless, and they created random art. 6'7" is our generation's Dada.
so good with
I tried. It wasn't my best, but I tried.
Does finally get a shot through, takes him down to 45. Well, Raga, big push out into mid, but the Prowler is there.
Post irony. Yeah, you could say.
How in the hell has Raga done that? Juggernaut's still gonna go pushing forward. Baby Bay gets a piece of the pie as No Man will be taken down. And suddenly, a 2v2 with Hell's advantages in the hands of G2. They're trying to get this plant. Still, well, Raga, big push out into mid, but the Prowler is there. Very cognizant of this, but he actually turns back and plays.
I think as well, there's something to the fact that people are just having fun. Like, I don't understand. Like, as long as it's not being done in any kind of malicious way, in a way that's like annoying other people or like harming anyone, like, I can't see it not ever being just kind of funny.
Alongside Happy Way.
Only one more headhunter bolt. Shot for Baby Bay. Oh, Happy Way.
Oh, they're just gonna double face towards Garage. Jogamo, the one that collect the kill. And now Leo to do it all. Still another curveball yet in the hands of Jaw. As if he could find this elimination or death, he's gonna be one away from having that run it back available in the anti-eco. Baby Bay just pulls back, deep disconnected position, goes for the check, does manage to find some damage. Leo now at 22 and Jogamo on the flank. They will just hand it to
Tina. Yeah, it's Misty kill round to put himself up to 18.
18, 8-1.
I'd be such a dad about it. If I had a kid or I had like a nephew or something or a niece, I'd be 6-7ing out of the wazoo.
Damn near anybody else on the other side of the stage.
I'd own them so hard with the 6-7s that they'd be annoyed. You know what I mean? They'd be fucking annoyed. I'd be obnoxious. Dad, I'm many. That's good. I like that.
What are you meant to do?
Not much.
It's going to crowd together. See who they can try to hand this kill to. And it will be leave to claim it in the end. Flawless on the anti-eco. 11.
Maniboo follows me on Twitter and Benji follows you on Instagram. Wow. Wow, look at the celebrity.
Again, so good today with their util. That when those floods or when those executes come through, there's a piece of util there. Cut it in half.
That's just your younger siblings.
Surgery being done by G2.
Bro, I'd annoy them. I'd make them want 6-7 to never exist.
Desperately need this round, to say the least.
There's so much more behind it. It's just
It's a slow A start. We got we got Katane over C and B. Never mind, No Man just pushes down and goes for a frag.
Very long trek.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
We'll find out, and that's a critical pick.
A little bit mental, but nice.
Falls back to the safety of his util. G2 though.
Along the corner.
Full retake C now because we got info. We don't need to actually play C anymore.
Looking to maybe send this ult here. Let's see if he did.
So we have deep lines on A and B, and we're re-clearing C. G2 have the whole map.
He kind of rides
So even though they're 5v4, they do have a lot of the map.
He can punish. Well, it seems like Leo getting the spot out on lead.
Joke has ult, so they can just chill. He's putting some pressure on. They're going to walk up C, and then he can ult in post if they need it. I don't know if they're going to flood.
I don't think I'll get much value out of the ult there.
The map, but it looks like the rest are gonna
Never mind, they're not even going to go C.
finds one. Quick punish.
They try to use Leaf's timings, but there is no timing really.
Now Happy Way really
So they just
the
walk
one
into
trying to
B.
hold the line. So much damage in response, so down to 35. Now the ult immediately going to be snapping him back into the corner, the side forward. Raga able to find Baby Bay.
Waste of a Phoenix ult.
Turn the flash, but Jogamo is a little bit faster.
In my opinion. Never mind, they win that round, so it's good.
As he wants this bonus conversion and wants this map finished. No Man in Light, clutch it up. Nigh. Curious happened, but it is going to
He just
it's like
two together here.
some kitchen knives, whatever. Along, Baby Bay not going to be able to find the shot. Okay, takes a good amount of damage.
Should be farming the Phoenix ult, shouldn't they?
Just going to have to say tucked into the corner now.
Just farm the Phoenix ult.
It's popped, so he has a bit of an exit strategy. Drone at the same time, able to go on the chase. 4 players behind this one. Paranoia goes across.
They're going to shorty rush C after that paranoia.
This is solid aggression from XLG, but they still would love to try to find a catch. Oh boy, Baby Bay, what a shot. Cannot find the follow-up, but Jogamo absolutely can. Sends out the curveball, knows that
Hey, Jogamo's absolutely on it. I think if Jogamo isn't on agents that can like int entries, He might be better.
Spike has been planted during the chaos.
I think he just ints the entries a bit too much sometimes. I don't know. I don't want to say that because, like, I do think that.
Well, into C main.
Yeah.
Has that Vandal pushing out a critical kill found happy way. Giving them a lifeboat.
Yeah, that's insane. What nice Viper Orb? What was the Viper Orb?
Boy, Rops maybe sends up, they'll be able to collect 2. Gets it back to even numbers, and Spike has been planted during the chaos. As well. Now into C main. Has that Vandal pushing out a critical kill.
Nice, yeah. Okay, we're done. I'm not going to be able to stream tomorrow. I'm going to go touch grass. I'm going to go for lunch with some friends. So I'm not going to be on tomorrow. But the games tomorrow are bangers. So I'll try and figure out a way if we can, like... watch maybe... wait, so I'm not sure. I won't do tomorrow. So I'll have 4 games that I can VOD review between, and we'll just choose which ones we want to do. We'll probably maybe do... How does it work? The upper quarterfinals. The draw is straight in. There's no break. It's straight into... It's straight into playoffs. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, so we'll see. I'm not going to be around tomorrow. Tomorrow is the break. What? Oh, that's nice. That's good timing then. I'm not going to be on tomorrow. And then I'll stream the next day. Okay, that's good timing. That's really good timing then. That's cool. I'm gonna go for lunch with my friends. Okay. I'm done, so. Is there anything else? Any other questions? Any other slop to talk about? Who are we rating? Who rating? It's weird when I scroll down on Twitch and I'm like, one of the top streamers right now. That's crazy. That's how fucking big we're getting, guys. We're fucking gym maxing and viewership maxing right now. Petra streaming. I don't recognize anyone else. Flom. Just abusing a good time slot? I mean, I'll take it. I'll take it. If this is how it works, then... No, I'll take viewers. Alright, Petra. Olaf Meister. Right, I'll see you guys in a bit. I'm off. Wow, Twitch fell off. Shut the fuck up.